I've had corn growing on my 4 biggest fields the entire summer, and today we are finally going to get to reap what we have sown. I'm Hugz. Welcome to the Mega Farm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Oh, it's corn day. This stuff is not fully grown yet, but today is the day we are going to harvest all this stuff. It's going to be so awesome. I can't wait. But there's some things we got to do before we can actually get to the corn. So mainly, I want to make money. Yeah, that's right. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that we got to sell in October, and then next month is going to be the month we'll be able to go through and chop up that stuff and get all that corn kernels and all that goodness put in our silos. So let's hop over here. We got to head on over and pick up some mozzarella, some buffalo mozzarella, and some goat cheese. Actually, what am I doing? I don't need this tractor. We need to take the semi. Oh, goodness. I hope that thing is fully charged. I've had this semi charging forever, it feels like, and this is like the slowest battery charger in the world. I'm meaning to get the fast charge option. Let's see, how are we looking over here? Let me hop in. Oh, we're full. Okay, beautiful. Let's go pick up, what do I want to take? We're going to take this guy over here, like the low one. The red one always seems to have problems when I pick up like giant loads of goat cheese, and I don't want to have those problems anymore. So we're going to take the Load King today. Beautiful. It's so impressive, isn't it? Such a big trailer. Absolutely love this one. I guess we'll go get the buffalo mozzarella first. We'll do that as our first destination. And you know what? I'm probably going to have so much goat cheese that I'm going to need to... Can I cut there? It's going to be a tough corner over here. I'm probably going to need to make multiple trips for the goat cheese. So yeah, we'll just sell the buffalo mozzarella straight up by itself. And let's not run over the corn. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. And yeah, then we'll go back and we'll pick up some goat cheese. Go from there. All right, ladies, how's it looking over here? How's the buffalo mozzarella? Oh, it smells good. I love me some mozzarella. I don't know about you guys, but mozzarella cheese is, it's so good. It makes my voice crack. No, mozzarella cheese is delicious. Maybe there's like one other cheese that I could think that I like more. Nah, actually, never mind. It's the mozzarella cheese all the way. That is 100% the best cheese in my opinion. So we got 16,000 liters here. That's quite a haul of, whoop, hang on, trees. Okay, signs. We got everything going on here. That's quite a haul. We're going to go sell this, hopefully make a boatload of cash. Let's see what we can get here. All right, farmer's market. Let's see. What do you got for me for a load of the old buffalo mozzarella? Oh, boy. 224,000 plus 18,500 for the environmental score. Yes, sirree. I will absolutely take it. All right, let's go pick up the big one now. We got some goat cheese. This is going to be worth way more. There it is. I didn't even check to see how much of this stuff. Oh, I'm hitting the world border there. I didn't know what the heck was going on there for a second. Yeah, I didn't even check to see how much cheese we got going on in here, but I'm sure it's going to be a good amount, unless we went through and did an early sale, which we actually may have to afford some things. You know what? Let's just pull up in here and let's see what we got, right? Hopefully this is the correct... Oh, and we're going. Okay. I didn't realize it was still on collection mode. All right, spit out some more cheese for me there. There we go. All right, we're going to get all this sucked up and we'll see how much we can sell it for.
2 hours later.
Oh, okay. We can only carry 64,000 liters on this trailer. That is much less than I was expecting for some reason. Okay, let's see how much we got left in this thing. Looks like we got about 9,600 liters in there, and then we've got that right there. All right, well, you know what? At least this will be an easy drive over. I've always had tough drives because I just way overload my trailers with goat cheese. It's such a, like, preposterous statement to even say. I overloaded my trailer with goat cheese. Well, we'll go ahead and make 2 trips here. It'll be nice, easy trips, and hopefully we'll have, ooh, boy, I'd like to have at least 1.5 million or so. We've got some things to buy today, that's for sure. So the more money, the better. All right, load number 1 of the old goat gorgonzola coming in hot here. Pre-unstrap, and there we go. What do we got? 212,000 plus 17 for the environmental score. Let's go, baby. That puts us over 1 million. Man, I don't think we're gonna hit 1.5 with what we got left over there. That is, actually, unless I have some goat cheese like hidden away somewhere. I'm gonna have to look into that because I may have moved some just to clear out like room and you know, keep the milk flowing over here. Well, look what I found over yonder. Yeah, that's a lot of goat cheese sitting in there. Oh boy, we may have another 2 trips ahead of us, especially now that we know we have a little bit of a restriction on how much we could fit in here. How much we got in here? 99 pallets of goat cheese, 99,000 liters of goat cheese. That is insane. That's insane. All right, I am gonna whip it around. Can I, you know what? Can I get any more out of there? Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother getting more out of there. We'll just do like a couple trips here. Let me swing it around. Let's get into position. Let's start sucking this up into our trailer. I should still be in collection mode, so if I just swing it gently over here and come to a complete stop. Nope. Let's get it into a good position. And are we gonna? Okay, there we go. Oh no, I don't like how that looks at all. I don't like how that looks at all. And why did we not get that one over there? Yeah, all right, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about that one. We're just gonna get more out. That's all we need is more goat cheese. All right, there's a full load right there, 63,000. And how much do we still got in here? Another 49,000 there, plus how many pallets we got here? 4, 8, 10 more. Okay, so we have 59,000 liters, which you should definitely be able to fit on a second trip with this guy. Let's go deliver another load. How's the custom road looking here? It's looking pretty good. Bees are busy over there as usual. Yes, let's go, baby. I don't know how much that was in total, but we're over our 1.5 million by 21,000 bucks. Okay. You know what? I will absolutely take it because we got some stuff we need to buy. We're going to need multiple harvesters. We're going to need new headers. There's all sorts of things. I may even need another auger wagon. I don't know. We're going to see how it pans out. Where am I going? I need to go. Oh boy, right there. Okay. There's my custom yard. Let's go pull in there, and then we can go ahead and lay the old head down on a pillow for at least 1 month until this corn is ready to go. Oh, stupid car getting in my way. Come on, go. Just go. Get out of my sight.
Get out of here.
Let's see if we can do this first try. Come on, man. No. Not gonna get it like that. There we go. We're gonna get it like that. That's right. And smooth and steady. In. Okay, a little bit tight to the side there, but I'll absolutely take it. Let's go ahead and park this up, and we are officially done for October. We can go ahead and move it on forward until we're ready to harvest.
1 eternity later.
Oh yeah, let's go. Is that what I think I see? Yes, it indeed is. That is all corn right there, Ben. Can we see like some heads? We got heads of corn on here? Wait, where's the... Oh, there it is. It's right in front of my eyes. Okay. Well, we're ready to go, man. We're ready to start sucking some of this stuff up into our harvesters, but before we could do that, we need to buy equipment. Yeah, I don't even have a corn header, so that's going to be first priority. I got to go hop into... Oh, boy. I guess we'll take our header, not our header, our harvester first, and we'll go ahead and bring... Whoa, that looks weird. There we go. Much better. We'll go ahead, bring that over to the shop, grab our first header, and then I'm probably going to get that guy started on our biggest field, like ASAP. So off to the store we go. Man, tight squeeze here between the cornfield and our little bath. Okay, we made it though. All right, in we go. We got our first harvester in. I think, man, depending on the price of these harvesters, I may just go ahead and buy a couple more harvesters and not lease anything, because that's really the way that I want to do this. It's just like, you know, money's an issue sometimes. That's, you know, you got to do what you got to do if you want to harvest a lot of grain in at least a reasonable amount of time. But we are here. Let's go check out some corn headers, see what we could find. All right, corn headers. Obviously, we want to go all the way to the bottom, to the biggest of the bunch. So we're looking at what, 13 meters here, 12 meters for that one, and the rest are all just way too small for what we're looking for. Is there any difference in the speed? Looks like they're all going to be around the same. Okay, so we're going to want this guy here, the Garen Goff North Star, 1830, does 13 meters, 5.6 tons. Oh, that's odd. Look at this, the John Deere weighs 6.1 tons, does 1 meter less than this guy right here. Okay, well, you know what? Let's get it. $156,000. That is, that's a lot of money. Do I want it in red? Yeah, you know what? Red is fine. Oh, okay. I know what. I just realized something here. This thing is bigger, but it's also bigger when folded, because it doesn't look like it has a fold option, does it? No, I don't think it does. Well, you know what? That's fine with me. Whatever. Let's just get it. All right, let's look at this thing. Is it as big as it looks? That's what she said. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, this is absolutely massive. That is a big old sucker right there. Oh boy. Well, you know what? Big fields, big headers. What can I say? Let me see. I should be able to get this one over to that field over there, at least without any sort of trailer required. So let's go ahead and hook up and let's get this party started, shall we? And quick connect. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Man, I really wish this folded. This is gonna be hard just to get it over to that. Actually, no. I gotta cut it down the road right there. Hopefully make it through without hitting anything, and we should be golden. Oh, clip that car. It's perfectly fine. Okay, here we are. I should... Oh, sorry person. Didn't mean to take your head off. All right, I should be able to get this guy right in here. Let's slow it down, Tiger. Let's get you right in there. And let's get a worker hired. Okay, should be starting to do his thing. Yes, he absolutely is. All right, back to the shop we're going to go. I'm going to see how much these particular harvesters are. I love this harvester so much, and last I checked, I think it was only a couple 100,000, so we may pick up at least one, maybe more of those to do our harvesting today. Let's take a look. So, I do believe this is the one we got right here. Yes, it absolutely is. What size is the pipe, though? Don't remember. We want obviously the biggest grain tank extension. Gives us 19,380. Is that really the biggest it can go? Yeah, that is the biggest. Okay. So 19,380. In terms of the pipe, let's see. I feel like this should be good. 8.7 meters. Yeah, that should be good enough for anything. And everything else is looking pretty good here. Yeah, look at that. Only 226,000. We can easily afford 3 of these. Let's buy 3. No, we're going to buy 2, actually, because we want 3 in total. There's 1. And give me 1 more. Yeah, let's go, baby. Show me these harvesters. Where are they at? Yeah, there they are. Okay. Now, in terms of headers, do I want to buy all those headers? You know what? I may as well buy all the headers, too. Why not? I kind of want to get this one, though, that folds up. That would make it so much easier to bring it down the road, and it's only 1 meter shorter. So, yeah, you know what we're going to do? We are going to buy 2 of these headers instead. Give me 1, and 1 more. Should be plenty of room in the shop, right? Yeah, look at that. Okay, yeah, that's much, much better. Much more compact. I kind of wish I bought 3 of these instead of buying one of those giant headers over there, but you know what? It is what it is. We'll live with it. All right, let's go get this guy fired up. We are going to set this one up on this field right over here. And then our last harvester is going to go to our 2 smaller fields. Still big fields, but smaller compared to our really big fields. And that one is going to take care of both of those fields all by its lonesome. So let's drive this bad boy over here. Let's go ahead and unfurl the header. Oh, look at that. I love things that move. I don't know. I just love to see the animations in this game. So cool. All right, we're going to have this guy. We'll slow it down there. Slow it down. We're going to have this guy take care of this field all by his lonesome. You doing your thing there, buddy? Let me hop out. Show me some movement. Come on, let's see it. Don't just stand there. There we go. Okay, let's go get the last harvester. That one we're going to have to take a little bit of a trip with. It's going all the way across the farm. All right, here we go. Final harvester. Let's get this connected. Maneuvering room here is a tad bit tight with the shop, and there we go. Okay, nice, easy peasy. All right, let's get this one back to the old farm and get this all set up. And then I think I'm going to look at buying perhaps 1 more auger wagon or 1 more trailer. I don't know. I'm going to need something. I want 3 trailers going, 1 for each harvester, just to make things like easy and not have to drive things all the way across the map constantly to pick up corn. I don't know how much corn we're going to get, but I feel like it's going to be a lot. Oh my goodness. One of our... Are you kidding me? One of our harvesters almost has a full tank already? Okay, it's going to be that kind of day, ain't it? I'm not even going to have enough time to get these all set up. All right, let me get this guy over here. Get this guy. I can't believe I have to make a pickup already. That is insane. And oh, hang on. Tell me... Okay, I gotta go check something real quick on that harvester over there. No, we're putting out straw. Okay, this is bad. I don't want straw here. Hold. How can I... Straw... Actually, you know what? Screw it. We'll just take the straw. We kind of need it anyway. All right, go ahead. Do your straw stuff, buddy. And this one's only 30% full. Must be our big one that's nearly full. Oh yeah, this guy over here, 89%, but he's making pretty quick work of this field, actually. Yeah, he's gone around almost a full time on the headlands. All right, let's go. Let's go pick out our new trailer and let's get this set up for pickups. So since I do have some trailers ready to go already, let's go ahead and grab those. I have one, where is it? Over there. Ooh, that's a tiny little guy. Where's my auger wagon? There it is over there. Let's go pick up the auger wagon. We'll go make our first pickup on the big field with that, and then we'll head on over to the shop. I'm going to get one more for a tractor, and then we're going to use our semi with our big tipper to be our third pickup guy. So that's the plan right now. One little quick connect here. All right, let's go. All right, where is this guy? He's going to be all the way over there. Okay, not bad. Let's go pick this stuff up. I feel like I'm going to be a busy little beaver in these trailers today, man. All right, first pickup is done. I'm going to position this guy over on that side of the field because that's where I think the next pickup is going to have to be. And I've already got one other harvester that is warning me that it's almost full. So we got to try and be a little bit quick here. And actually, you know what I'll do? I'll grab the semi, bring it over to the next field because I'm pretty sure that's the one. And then we'll head on over to the shop and grab our next trailer. I think this will be a good spot right here. Yeah, probably right there. All right, let's leave that guy. I'm going to leave it running and everything. Oh, we got a full tank already. All right, where's my semi? Did I park it? Please, yes, I parked it. Okay, we need to do a quick connect here. We need to go do a pickup ASAP. Start it up. Let's go, baby. This thing takes way too long to start, and it doesn't, tell you when the engine's on either. Kind of annoying. All right, quick connect. We should be going to that field right over there through the trees. Yep, I already see the harvester right there. It's got its pipe out ready for me, and it's in a great spot for me too. I don't have to do any fancy footwork to get this load. All right, right in there, and beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna leave this truck here, and we're gonna let that unfill, and we're gonna just zip right over to the shop because we got to get this next trailer ASAP. I think we're gonna take the New Holland for this job as well. Yeah, let's take the New Holland. I like the blue tractor. I don't know. Blue's my favorite color, so let's go with it. All right, ye olde shop. I think for our second trailer, what we're going to get is another auger wagon. I just feel like they have way more utility than the regular wagons because you can dump them into the big semi-pulled one. So let's go in here and auger wagon. Where are you at, buddy? Here we go, auger wagon. Which one do we have, by the way? Oh, wow. That's a huge one. Oh, my goodness. Is this pulled by a tractor? That is pulled by a tractor. I could probably hook the John Deere up to that one, couldn't I? I think I absolutely could, but that might be a little bit too big. I'm going to stick with this Demco one right here. I like this one a lot. It's relatively cheap, and it holds 30 meters cubed, so why not? Let's get this guy right here. We'll stick with the standard tires and everything, and just to make it easy, I'm going to change the color on it. I like blue on blue action, so let's go with that. And 68,500. Let's go, man. Oh, this is going to be the perfect match. The match made in heaven right here. Blue and blue. I love it so much. And I'm pretty sure our harvester is already full over at the far field as well. Yep, there it goes right there. Just popped. Let's hook up. Beautiful. All right, let's go make our third pickup here. All right, there she is. I'm going to have to do a little fancy footwork to get this one, but didn't even make it around once on the headlands. That's a little unfortunate. But all right, I'm going to make this pickup, and then I'm just going to be babysitting tractors. Let's go, baby. Well, I have barely been able to keep up with things, but we finally have one of our harvesters complete. I just need to do a quick jump off over here, and then I think I'm going to switch up my original plans and do things a little bit differently. So the far fields, the two over there, which I had the one harvester working on, yeah, they're going a little bit slower and they're a little more painful because I have to make, you know, trips back and forth with that. So I'm actually going to take this harvester and I am going to send it like to our furthest field and get it started over there. And then when the harvester that's over there now is done, we're going to bring it back over and I'm going to get it started to work on the big field. And then the other thing is I am going to move one of our auger wagons over there and have it help out with the pickups and whatnot, just because the semi does not really like driving on the field very much. I guess that's a downside of the semi and, you know, the tires and whatnot. So I'm going to keep that bad boy on a road and we're going to use the auger wagon to make pickups on the field. So let's go ahead and fold this up if I can. Yes, I absolutely can. We're going to make our way over yonder onto our really far field. All right, so check it out. Here's the field in question with our current harvester going to town on it. And there's our far field over there. And as you can see, we've only got like one strip over here to go. So that's really good. But it does look like that harvester is almost full already again. But let's go ahead and get this one started over here. This field is not huge, so it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. But it's also, I mean, it is kind of a pretty sizable field, so it's not going to be super duper quick. All right, we've got our worker active. I'm going to have to quickly hop into the old semi, do another pickup. Ooh, can I see over here? Just running through that cord, man. It's so high. Are you full? Yes, you're full. All right, time to make another trip with the old semi. All right, let's just slide in right here. And as you can see, semi not doing great on the field, only going 19 miles an hour, and it's completely empty. Once I get like 2 full loads in this thing, it's a bit of a different story. It likes to go really slow. But here we go. We're making an offload here. This should be done before it finishes all this corn over here. So as soon as it is, I can go ahead and drive it over to our big field and get it started over there. And then I'm gonna have one auger wagon on that side, just taking care of the 2 harvesters. Should be more than enough to do that. And then we'll have the auger wagon over here with the semi on this field as well for the longer trips. And that should hopefully make things much easier. But we are making short work of this. I mean, it's going pretty quick. I was worried about the corn and how many pickups I was going to have, but it's working out. So I'm very excited to see how much corn we get at the end of this. And I also want to do a little bit of math, just see how much this corn is going to make us once it's dried and we get like the extra profitable dried corn. So that's going to be very interesting. We're just going to have to wait and see how that pans out though.
2,000 years later.
And this should be the last of it. Is that it? You done? Oh no, it's not done yet. Never mind. We still got a little bit more to go. Here's our big field over here. Just a little progress report on this guy. Still a ways to go. It's going to help a lot once we get a second harvester over here. I think we're finally done on this. Let's go. Get me in here. Why can't I get in here? There we go. Yes, we are done. Okay, time to move this harvester over to the big field. And I think that guy over there is nearly full. You can just barely see it off in the distance. So this will make things much easier because now we only have like 2 spots really that we have to go and do stuff. And yep, there it goes. That is full, but I will worry about picking up over there once I get this harvester moved into its new spot. And before I forget, I actually need to turn off swath mode on this. I do not want any straw coming out on this field. I did straw on the 3 smaller fields, but the big one, no thank you. We are going to leave this one straw free.
Okay.
All right, we're getting close, so let's go ahead and unfold this bad boy. Now, this is always a little bit tricky to set up, so let's see if I can't find some magic on the first try here. Get this working just so. I'm going to pull it right to the end here, and then I'm going to have to mess with like the auto settings here and hope I can get this just to the point where it harvests this side going to the left. So let's take a look here. How we looking? I believe that, yep, that is the correct orientation. We want to turn work headlands off, start on the ups and the downs, and I think we are good right there. Now, if I do this, are you going to start? Please tell me you're going to start here. Don't turn. Okay, I think maybe he's just repositioning himself. All right, if he goes there, yes, let's go, baby. Okay, you missed a little trunk there, buddy, but I suppose that's okay. Yeah, that'll do. That'll certainly do. All right. time to mess with the trucks now, get everything set up there. We got to make one pickup with this guy, and then, you know what? I actually think I moved my blue New Holland over to the other fields already, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, we just got to keep doing what we've been doing. Lots and lots of pickups, and hopefully we'll be done here shortly.
A few inches later.
Well, we are nearly done with our big fields here, and we're actually going to have a little bit of complication here, because that guy over there is doing just enough that it leaves like a tiny little strip. So you know what? Let me just let that guy go. We're going to hop in this over here, and we're going to let that tractor just finish this out. Oh, I shouldn't have gone there. Come on, man. I need to get in that bad boy. Quick. Here we go. Off. Oh, boy, just in time. All right, so we're going to let the bigger header just finish this out because, yeah, that's ridiculous. We have a tiny little strip. But outside of that, this field is done. And it was actually nice to see that, like, the harvesters actually coming together. Every other time I just kind of like zipped over here and it had already happened. So very, very cool. And we officially have our big field done. Let's go, man. We did it. We have one other field that we're still waiting on. It's our far, far, far field, but that should not be very far behind. We should be able to get through with that one super quick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the line. This is the last bit of corn on the last of our fields here. And oh man, does this feel good. Give me that corn. Yes, let's go, baby. So we've got 7,082 liters here. We got to go deposit this in our dryer, and we can finally take a peek at how much we got from all of our fields. I'm so excited to see this, and I'm also going to do a little bit of math because I'm just dying to find out how much money all this corn is going to be worth after it's finished processing. So over to the dryer we go. Let's go. And there she is, the dryer. Oh man, I was thinking about this. Out of all the big harvests that we've done soybeans, we've done cotton, and this is the final one, corn, so far out of the three. This was the most challenging one, I will say, by far, out of all of them. So I'm hoping that translates into the most money. I don't know, though. I'm not convinced. Soybeans are worth a lot. So, yeah, I don't know. But let's get out of here. Let's take a look. Oh, boy. 721,792 liters of corn. We almost got 1 million friggin' liters of corn. That is absolutely insane. And let's take a look. Okay, first off, deactivate this. Deactivate this. Where's the corn? Here we go. So what's the recipe here? Cycles per month. Not really worried about that. Okay, so we're taking 50 corn. We're downstepping it to 45 dried corn. I got to do a little bit of math with those numbers and see if I can figure out how much A, the regular corn is worth, and B, how much more the dried corn is going to be worth. So give me 2 seconds here. Let's figure this out, shall we?
12 seconds later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the math has been mathed, and here's the numbers I came up with. So out of the 721,792 liters of corn, we're going to be downstepping that to 649,612 liters of dried corn. So the corn by itself, if we just sold it as is worth about $604,000. That is a lot. But once we process it all through the dryer, the dried corn that we're going to be getting is worth $732,000. So we're adding like $130,000 just by processing this stuff, and that's absolutely amazing. So we're making a nice, pretty penny on this corn. It's not as much as soybeans, which is a bit disappointing, but I'm still very, very happy with the money we're going to be getting. After a gargantuan corn harvest, our fields have been left an absolute mess. And if we're going to get our farm buttoned up for winter, we have a ton of work to do. I'm Hugz. Welcome to the Mega Farm. All right, guys, the corn harvest is complete. Oh boy, that was very satisfying to get that one done, but we've been left with tons and tons of straw everywhere. Plus, I have equipment just scattered all about the farm. I got to go ahead and remedy that situation. I suppose the easiest thing to do, first off, would just be to get everything put away. That's I've been trying so hard to make sure that all my stuff has stayed nice and neat and in certain positions. So let's go ahead and do that. And, we've got some new equipment now. We've got 2 auger wagons. I may want to start maybe organizing a little bit to the point where things are close together, where they like match and whatnot, but I don't know. I'm going to think about that one. I might just still, I don't know, throw wherever I can find a spot. Because let's be honest, that's more than I want to really be doing. Okay, here we go. I think we're going to put this guy over in the red barn, right over yonder. That looks like the perfect spot right there. A little bit of a tight squeeze, though. Let's see if we can go ahead and back this in just so... Ooh, me and backing in are not the best combination, but we'll have to make do here. All right, I think we're onto it. Let's go, man. All right, right there. Beautiful. No. Disconnect. Why'd you take so long to disconnect? Now I got to push this thing in a little further. All right, there we go. That's perfect. So I have this tractor here. You know what? I may as well just put this tractor away since I do have the New Holland out and about, so I can use that one to put the rest of this stuff back. Let's just park this guy right over here, and beautiful. Off you go. All right, let's go hop over into the New Holland, and we'll move the rest of the stuff with that one. Here she is, the blue on blue action. Absolutely love it. And I just realized also, I got to find a spot for 2 extra harvesters now. Oh, geez, what am I doing myself? There's so much stuff. Absolutely insane. I think I may have to dedicate one whole garage just to harvesters at this point. I've got 3 planters in there. You know what? I'll see if I could squeeze the 3 harvesters behind the 3 planters. And I don't even know what I'm going to do with the headers. That's for another time, I suppose. Or actually, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm going to have to figure that out right now, too. Crap. Let's take it one step at a time, Hugz. Let's not get overwhelmed here. Do I have an open bay over here? Yes, I do. Okay. I'm starting to run out of room in these larger barns. I may have to consolidate some things in here, too. Start pushing things further in, if necessary. But for now, let's get this. Wow, I did such a great job backing up that time. A little further. And right there. Okay, disconnect, please. There we go. All right, so I have 2 harvesters over there. One of them has an absolutely massive header on it that I have no idea how I'm going to fit anywhere. I'm going to have to buy a trailer for that one 100%. And then I think I've got a header behind this building. Yeah, you know what? We might have to make this header alley over here. And I'll just put the corn header right next to this one. Maybe I can get some sort of covering that will take care of those. I'm going to have to think on that for a couple minutes. I think that might be it for all the loose tools we have to put away. I'm not seeing anything else around. So let's go and let's go park this tractor up and let's hop in the semi next. That is going to be the last piece of the pie that we got to get put away. And then we can start to work on some other projects that we need to complete before the winter rolls around here. All right, Big Blue, you're going right into your home right there. Beautiful. All right, over to the semi I go, and you know what? That is not the last thing we got to do because we got to do the harvesters as well. Okay, all right, over to the semi. And here she is. You know what? Before I move out of here, where's my dryer? Let me just make sure this guy has plenty of propane. I may need to do a little bit of a refill before we leave. How we look in here? And tell me I didn't even activate the corn. Oh, boy. Okay, we need to activate this right now, immediately. And how we looking on propane here? We have 204 liters. Oh, boy. All right, well, we got to do a quick propane refill over there. So let's go drop off the trailer. We're going to need the semi anyway. And we'll swap over to our tanker and do our propane refill with that. Oh, we're doing it. First try on this backup. Let's go, baby. I'm slowly getting the hang of things again. May as well fix this trailer over here. It's kind of bugging me how it's like sideways right there. That's a little bit better. All right, there we go. Now, for these propane tankers, or these tankers in general, I don't really remember which one of these can haul the propane. What do we got here? The MKS-32, MKS-32. They're literally exactly the same, but one of these can haul propane, one can't, which I have no idea. I am going to have to figure out a way to differentiate these two for future uses here. Here's the one that can do propane. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to reset this one back to the shop, and then we know that that's the one. So let's see. Yep, okay, it was the far one over here. I'm actually going to see if I can customize that one, change the color scheme a little bit, just so I know that it's... Did that get sideways again? No, okay. Just so I know that that's our propane tanker. And we've got this little tanker over here too that, oh boy, that's supposed to be for liquid fertilizer to refill on the go in the fields, and I still haven't found a use for it. I do have to find a place to store that thing though. I can't just leave it here in the shop. That's gonna have to be something else we figure out today too. But first, let's worry about this tanker here. All right, ye oldie mechanic. Let's see what we could do here. Hopefully we can customize some colors, or at least do something so that we can yeah, there we go. All right, so we've got rim color. I'm gonna change the main color and what? That's what I could, oh boy, I was hoping for more colors than that. Maybe just white? You know what, we're gonna go black. Black will be for our propane. We'll do black ribs as well. Yeah, that, oh, and wow, cool. All right, it's got like a red thing back here. I like that. Maybe we'll take the other one over here and make that one white. So that way we know milk, propane, black propane, white milk. Easy, right? Let's go ahead and customize for $0. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, cool. Oh, and it matches our truck much, much better now too. Okay, cool. There we go. We got our propane trailer all customized out. Let's go hook up, grab some propane real quick. All right, how much propane should I get? I don't even remember how much I got last time, so... Geez, you know what? I feel like I should just fill this thing up and dump it all in. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, there we go. Nice chunk of change. Almost 60,000 bucks on propane there. That's crazy. But we're absolutely going to put it to good use. So let's go over here. I do believe I dump it over by that propane tank. Yes, I do. Let's go over there and refill this guy and hopefully make lots and lots of dried corn with this. I don't even know when I sell the dried corn. I got to look that up too. But I'm sure it's probably not until like the summertime or something like that. And boy, oh boy, it's coming out a lot faster than it went in. Isn't that the case with most things usually?
What do you mean by that?
All right, there we go. Propane finished. Let's go and drop this guy off. I'm gonna, whoa, watch out, dump truck coming through. I'm gonna quickly grab the other propane tank, or the other tanker, I should say, and we're gonna customize that one real quick. Just tight turn, and we made it. Okay. Oh boy, how am I gonna get around this one? I'm just gonna swing it around the hard way on the field. Yeah, we're going to customize that one real quick just while I'm doing it right now. So it is done. But let's pull this one in first, get this one parked up, and then we can move on to that one. All right, that's good enough right there. Let's go ahead and move that. And one other thing I want to check real quick here. Let's just see something. If I delete this fence, right? Can I just delete this one section of, nope, can't. Man, that's annoying. I wanted to just maybe get rid of these two sections right here to make it a bit easier to pull around, but I can't do it. That's so annoying. Okay, let's move on to our next tanker here. I actually want to try something out here. I think that maybe our field service truck over there has some sort of option to customize. Maybe. Let's see. I don't see any option to actually do it, but someone had left me a comment saying that you could use this to customize stuff. So we're going to back up to that tanker and just see if it gives me any sort of options or anything like that. All right, I think that's probably close enough right there. Anything? Anything? Maybe open this up? Nope. Nope. Okay, unfortunately, no. It does not seem like there is any option to do that. So this is just going to remain our fuel truck. All right, got the milk tanker. Let's hope that there's actually customization options in here, because this one is the base game. Yes, there is. Okay, beautiful. We are going to go with completely white there, and we'll go with white on the rims as well. Why not? Yeah, there we go. That is definitely much more easier to tell these two apart. Beautiful. Oh yeah, 100%. That's way, way better. Okay, cool. So that's our tankers completely done. Let's go put this one back, and then we'll start moving the harvesters in, and then I guess I'll come back for that one right there too. All right, that looks good right there. Beautiful. Let's disconnect, and I suppose I'm gonna move my semi right on the charger. This is gonna have to be where our semi lives over here. It just takes too long to charge with anything else. So, oh, don't want to destroy the charger. I just want to go right there and start charging. Turn this bad boy off. Okay, beautiful. I guess I'm gonna hop back in Big Blue over here, and we're gonna use this to grab our other tanker. And where do I want to put that thing? Jeez, I have no idea. Well, I'll just figure it out when I get it back here, I guess. All right, quick little connect here. Come on, baby, give it to me. There we go. All right, I think I'm gonna try and fit this one in the other building next to the red building. That's like the only one I could think of that I may just be able to squeeze it in and it won't be too disruptive. Let's that stupid wall right there. Can I get around this? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we definitely can't fit it in this building because we're going to have 3 harvesters we have to stuff in there. It does look like we have a little bit of room somewhere over there. Oh, yeah. You know what? Hang on. We have these garage doors right here. Let me open this one up. Open. Open sesame. Anything? No. Flashlight. Okay, why are you not opening? Maybe I got to do it from the inside. Yeah, okay. I guess I got to do it from the inside. I'm going to try and pull this tractor in here. And when I get to about here, I'll drop the water container and try and drive out this door. Let's see how that goes. Attempt number 1. And we're cutting it in. Should follow right behind us. And then should go right there. Disconnect. Beautiful. Okay, that worked perfectly. Yeah, so now we have a spot for that. It's got its own gigantic area just for that that transporter right there. Okay, interesting. And I do have one spot available in there still too. Okay, that's good to know. Well, let me pull this guy right here because I think right now I want to move this cotton harvester out. And I may actually pull it right in there. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. And you should be folded. Oh, wait, you are folded. Okay, never mind. Let's see if we could back it right in there. It's going to be a real tight squeeze. It may not fit. Oh, I don't think. Nope, that ain't working. Okay. Well, I suppose I can put it right up here and squeeze it next to the planters. I think there is enough room here. It's just getting real cramped in this garage. Let's just try not to hit anything else. Okay, that'll have to do. Turned you off. Beautiful. Super tight squeezes in here. But you know what? That now leaves us all this room over here for our other 3 harvesters and their respective headers. Okay, well, let's start hopping in those things. Start bringing them on over. Harvester number 1. This is the one with the giant header that's going to need a trailer. So we're going to go right over to the shop with this one. Where is the shop? I believe it's that way. Or is it that way? It's that way right there, right? Yeah, that's the shop. Nope, that's the shop over there. Okay, it's so easy to get lost on this field. I keep forgetting where I am. But the shop is right up here. We're going to need a header trailer for this guy. So, you know what? I'm actually going to drop this right on the field once we get closer. And then we'll go buy the trailer and we'll back it out here and load the header on that way. So that looks good right there. Let's go ahead and drop header. Beautiful. Let's go buy ourselves a trailer. All right, let's see what trailer we need now that we're here. Here's the corn header that we have. Let's go with combinations, and there's the trailer, the N60-45. Okay, looks beautiful. I'm going to actually color this one yellow to go for corn. So that way I know what trailer is for what. We've got one for our grain header and one for our corn header. Beautiful, 19,500, not terrible. And we now own it. All right, let's go. There it is. Okay, let's hook up. Let's go bring it over there. Let's load up our header. Quick connect. There we go. Can I make this turn? Please tell me I can. I think we'll be okay. Maybe not, but you know what? We'll just power through. Sometimes you just gotta bustle things through, you know what I mean? And we can leave this header trailer right here. Disconnect. That puts us in the perfect position to go ahead and load this thing up. All right, header. Let's connect you. And can I lift this up? No, I can't lift it up any higher. That's just gonna have to do right there. Am I at the perfect angle? Yeah, I guess this is the right way. Let's just try pulling this on here. See what happens. That is good right there, I think. Let's drop it and let's see if it connects. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we're just gonna squeeze it in right next to that other header over there, and that'll be header alley, like I said. Quick little connect here. Perfect, and we're off. Some tight confines over here, but we'll see if we can make this work. All right, first turn, no problems. This is the one I'm a little bit worried about right here, though. We should be fine. Yeah, we're perfectly fine there. Okay, all we got to do now is just sneak it in right here, and I want to leave a little bit of space between the two to maneuver when we need to, but that looks good right there. Okay, perfect. Our headers are in place. We can load up our first harvester into our garage here. All right, let's see. I want to try and keep these kind of lined up with these planters. Let's go into this view, and let's just pull it all the way forward. Right there. Does that leave me room? Yeah, that leaves me plenty of room. Okay, perfect. Harvester number 1 is in place. Let's go. Harvester number 2. This one should be easier because it's got the corn header that folds up. So I think we may just leave that attached for the time being. I do, however, want to go ahead and mess with this pipe. We got a longer pipe, I think. We can downstep that one so that it actually folds on the back of the harvester. I would much prefer having it that like fold than just stick straight out the back. It takes up so much room unnecessarily right there. All right, let's go right in here. That looks good. Let's hop out. And I think I just need to take this pipe down like one section. So the next smallest pipe should be fine. Let's go ahead and customize this. And let's see what we see here. What do we got right now? So we have the 8.7 meter. If we go down to 7.9, will it show me a folded pipe? No. 7.9, new pipe. I think it's this one. That one looks like it folds, right? It has a joint right there. I think that's the one we want. New foldable pipe, 7.9. Okay, let's go ahead and customize it with that for 15,000 just for a new pipe. That's insane. All right, whatever. We're just gonna get it. How's that look? It's not folded already. So let's hop in here and see if we could fold that pipe up. Can't believe I just spent 15,000 on a freaking pipe. All right, fire you up. Let's go ahead and get you folded. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Perfect, perfect. That's much more compact, right? Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what I want. All right, let's go put this thing away. I wonder if these headers will fit underneath these garages. They won't, but I think they'll definitely fit under there. Okay, we may have to move our tractors over to that side. Yeah, let's do that real quick. I'm just gonna swap sides. And do I need to move you as well? Yeah, we'll move that one as well, just so we can leave this whole area open for corn headers and, you know, whatever else we need. This will be a very, very quick, easy fix for a problem we're having. Easiest fixed ever on this farm. All right, that looks good right there. We'll move the next one. And the Fent right in there. These actually are much better areas for these, I think. Just kind of makes more sense, like these are already vehicle bays, you know what I mean? Last step, we'll just go ahead and drop a corn header over there. Right in there. And at least this way they're being covered, especially with movable parts, you know, stuff like that. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. Well, that was an elegant solution for that issue with the header. Let's go ahead and park this guy. And I'll try and squeeze it in real close. Looks like there's going to be a smidge of overlap, though. Yeah, that looks good right there. Okay, beautiful. Last harvester. Let's go get it. All right, here she is. And just like the other one, we are going to have to go ahead and mess with the pipe over at the shop. But that's fine. I mean, we've got plenty of money. So 15 grand. Woo, boy, bouncing all over the place here. 15 grand isn't terrible. One new pipe. 15,000. Thank you. And let's go ahead and drop our header right there. Beautiful. Last step. Parking spot acquired. All right, beautiful. So that is all three of our harvesters parked up. We got our header situation situated. And now we can move on to some like work. Okay. Oh man. So we have a ton of straw sitting on our fields right now. We have to go ahead and bale that up. And I also would like to get some grass mowed because we are completely out of silage over at our biogas plant, and that simply cannot do. First step though, we got to go and find our baler. It may be out at one of our hay storage areas. Yeah, I'm not seeing it over here, so let's go swing by our hay production and see if it's over there. Yep, there it is in there. Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and hook up to this guy right here. This is our front windrower. And, oh boy, I may have to move some things, don't I? Hang on. Let's take a quick peek. Oh, I may be able to sneak in there and grab that thing, actually. Hold, please. Let's back it up. It looks like just enough room to pull it out, doesn't it? I guess we'll find out here momentarily. We're hooked up and straight out. All right, beautiful. Okay, perfect. So we've got everything we need. I'm going to use the front windrower, even though it gives me like a little bit of a framey issue. I think I can get multiple rows in one and it'll make this job go quicker. So let's go ahead and get everything unfolded. I've got grass in this baler though. Can I unload that grass? Hang on. I don't think I can unload the grass that's currently in this baler here, unfortunately. So we're just going to start getting the straw and see if it changes over to straw. I hope it does. Let's get everything turned on and lowered. Okay, let's see how this goes. And yeah, it just switches over to straw. Okay, beautiful. All right, off we go. time to do tons and tons of straw. I'm definitely glad that we didn't do our big field with straw, but this is going to take me a while, even to do our 3 like medium to large size fields. Yeah, that's still going to be quite the haul here, but it'll be worth it because we definitely need the straw.
A few inches later.
Definitely making some quick work here in this field. I can do 2 rows at once of the straw, so it's about half as fast as, you know, going through with the normal baler. And I could always have an AI worker do this too if I wanted to, but I don't know, I'm just in the mood to do it myself, you know? Sometimes you just want to do things on your own on the farm, and that's me right now. Uh-oh, hang on. We have a little bit of an issue here. Let's just push this bale out of the way. And there we go, onto this last row. So after this, I've got 2 more fields to go. They should go relatively quick. I mean, just as fast as this one, I think. I don't see why not. And then I'm actually going to look into buying a new mower. So the Krone that we have currently, it's great, but I have recently discovered there is an option available where you can get a 3-point hitch on the back of it. Unfortunately, I do have to sell the one I have and buy a brand new one. I mean, kind of stinks, but it is what it is. So I'm going to finish up these last couple fields here, and then we are going to get ourselves a new mower, and I also think we're going to get a new baler to go with that mower. It's going to be really cool.
2 hours later.
All right, last little bit here, and we are done baling. We've got lots and lots of straw bales. I got to come through with my semi and collect all these. All right, there we go, right there. Let me shut down this guy first, and let's get it folded up. And we'll go to our baler, turn that off, and we'll do a little unload here as well. Okay, beautiful. Well, we probably are set on straw for a long, long time if I had to guess. But let's go put this back. Let's go grab our semi. Let's collect all these bales. I think I'm going to probably put them in that bale storage over there. I don't need them immediately, so I can afford to pretty much just like I don't know, shutter these for a while. At least until we're getting a little bit low on straw, and then we can go ahead and add them into the system when we need it. So, all right, back to our custom yard we go. Let's go get this stuff put away. Oh, are we gonna have some issues? Oh, okay. Can't go under that bridge. Oh, boy. Interesting. First time I've ever gone over this way with this thing. Now I know. Don't go under that bridge. Low clearance. All right, we gotta go around the long way. Man, that was crazy. All right, we're actually not going to put this in the custom yard. We're going to keep this bad boy over here. This is kind of just my preferred storage area for this stuff. So we need to back our baler in over there. And then I need to take a look at this grass field over here. I think it's ready to mow, but I just want to make sure. Let's get this baler in here first, though, and just squeeze it in. Nice tight fit there. Oh, boy. Okay, I think that's good right about there. Beautiful. Okay, so everything is put away. Let me hop out here. Let's take a look at this field real quick. It's definitely cuttable, but is it at max? Oh yeah, that's at max. Okay. So we need to cut some grass now because we need lots of grass to make lots of silage to feed our biogas plant. But to do that, I think it's time for a little bit of a change in the old mower situation here. Our Krone mower that we have now, it works great, but there's a better mower we can get that I recently discovered that will allow us to bale and mow at the same exact time without needing our front windrower. So the front windrower, wow, that's hard to say. Front windrower, we're going to keep that specifically for when we do straw and stuff like that. And yeah, that'll kind of just be put off to the side until we need it. Go ahead and get Big Blue here tucked away in one of these bays, and then we will head on over to the shop with our old Krone. All right, that looks pretty good right there. I don't know why I backed this one and I put all the others in forwards, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, let's go grab our mower. All right, this guy, the Krone, I don't even know how long we've had this. How many hours? We've only got 2 hours operating on this. Hopefully we get some good money back from this thing, because the other one is not cheap. It's not cheap. It's about the same price as this thing brand new. So we are definitely going to need to get a decent amount from this one, hopefully. All right, ye olde shop. Hopefully we can come to a good deal here. I'm selling you this with the extra dirt included. Lucky you. Let's see. What do we got? It's only 200. We're getting 285,000. That's not nearly as much as I would like, but how long have we been using this thing? 2 years. Yeah, okay. All right, I get it. I get it. All right, there we go. Now, let's go buy the new one. We've got plenty of money, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then we're also going to pick up a new baler to specifically go with this machine. So let's go in mowers right here and all the way down at the bottom. This guy here, the Krone Big M450. It is basically the same exact mower with some key differences. Now, if we take a look, we have the ability to add an attacher, a 3-point on the back here. Yes, that's exactly what we need to get ourselves a baler. And while we're in here, we're going to keep full animations, of course, but I think I want to change the colors on this thing. Kind of fit the theme a little bit more. We'll change the base to black, and then here, I'm going to change this to a nice dark red. Oh yeah, that's looking real good right there. 408,000 for that. That's about half of our cheddar. Yikes. Okay, well, whatever. We need it. We want it. And we have it. Let's go, baby. We've got ourselves a new mower. Now, to go with the new mower, I actually want to get a new baler, and I want to get this guy right here. The reason being, it doesn't do bales any bigger or anything like that, but it does go at 11 miles per hour as opposed to the 10 that this goes. I know that's not that big of a deal, but every little bit counts when you're doing massive grass fields. So let's check this thing out. Oh, and it also does have a silage additive tank, which is even better because that lets us get more grass. Win for us. So standard twine. Yeah, we want to go standard twine. Configuration, bale collect. No, thank you. We'll just keep it standard. That's 210,000. Okay. All right, let's just get it. Let's just get it. We now own 2 square balers. Let's go, man. Let's check this stuff out. There they are. Oh, beautiful. It's actually, it looks a little more compact than the other one too, doesn't it? Maybe that does have some additional benefits that are not immediately obvious, but really what I care about is being able to hook this thing up to the Krone. So let's try this out. Let's pull this forward real quick. And let me see, can we indeed connect? Oh yeah, baby, there we go. Look at that. That's absolutely amazing. That actually means we could put a bunch of stuff on the back of this mower. It's kind of like a whole nother tractor on its own. That's absolutely amazing. Let's see the options here. Let me go ahead and open this bad boy up because, oh, nope. Don't want to open you up, but whatever. Sure, you can open up too. That's what we want to open up, and we want to spread work mode to swath dropping. What's this? I see there's also a control group, door steering wheel. Interesting. I don't know what that is exactly, but it's cool that we have it, I suppose. Let's go over here, though. I want to get this guy to mowing before I start picking up any bales, and I just want to see this thing in action, and I want to see it working. All right, here's our grass field. I think I want to set this to 0 headlands if possible, so that way we have almost like no chance of like bales being in the way. And how does that look? Actually, you know what? We can do headlands on, but we'll start with the up down. That'll fix the problem for us, I think. So we're at 10 meter working with work direction automatic. Okay, let me fire this bad boy up and let's see this thing in action. Okay, he's going that way. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna have to position this guy a little bit better, I think, ourselves. That was weird. Just like made an immediate turn into the building there. It did get some grass though in the baler. That's cool. And actually, you know what we need to do before we set that? I need to change this to the largest bale size. I don't want small grass bales. There we go. We're on large. All right, let's try this here. I'm gonna put him in the middle of the field and see how he does over here. All right, mowing has been engaged, and there he goes. There he goes, and we're also making bales, baby. Let's go. We got a mower that bales for us. Absolutely amazing. Oh, let's go. I'm going to stick with this guy just for like a minute or two, because I just want to watch him go. I want to watch at least one bale come out of the back of this thing. Oh, and I forgot the silage additive too. You know what? That's fine for this first run here. Okay. What's going on over here, though? Why did I have grass over there? That must be some grass that I forgot to pick up the first time or something. Gee, I don't know. All right. This thing looks like it's working, though. I'm going to pay attention to it until we hit, like, the first turnaround section, just to make sure everything goes smoothly up there.
One eternity later.
All right, this should be the first turnaround. Does it lift everything up? No, it doesn't. It does not turn great. Okay, that's being a little weird there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. but it's doing it on its own, kind of. Oh man, this may have to be one of those things that we take care of ourselves too, because I know I can do this myself much better than like the AI worker, but I got a lot of bales that I got to pick up, so I'm just gonna let this guy do his thing. All right, I'm gonna hop in the semi. I'm gonna go pick up a whole bunch of straw bales. We'll check on this guy in a little bit, see how he's been doing. My good old semi, and the battery's fully charged. Beautiful. Cost us $45 to charge the battery. I can live with that. We're gonna take this guy over here because I know it can actually fit more bales than that guy over there, I'm pretty sure. I'm probably gonna have to do minimum 1 trip per field, possibly even more. So we'll see how many bales we get at the end of everything. I'm gonna stuff them all into one bale storage. But yeah, I got lots and lots of bales to collect. Okay, man, let's go. And last bale, here we go. All right. So we've got, let's see, how many do we have in this batch here? We've got 117,000 liters of straw in this batch. And check out our mower over there. He's going to town, man. The turnaround's not looking so hot, but maybe we'll have to go through ourselves and clean that up later. But let's go get this stuff into storage. Let's see how many bales we got. Final load here coming in hot, and in we go. Man, we almost filled up that entire bale storage just with straw bales. That is insane. Let me hop out here. Let's take a look. How many did we get? Wow, such a complete row. Like, that's amazing that it ended up like that. So we have 150 square bales. Each bale holds 9,000 liters. Okay, I got to do a little bit of math here. Hang on, let's see what that adds up to. That's 1.35 million liters of straw right there. Yeah, that's probably going to last us for, I don't know, the next decade. That's a lot of straw. I don't think we're ever going to need straw again. That's absolutely amazing. I've done massive harvests. I've got tons of animals. But one thing that we have spent very little time on is forestry. And today that all changes. I am Hugz, and welcome back to the Mega Farm. All right, guys, today we're going to get ourselves set up with a little bit of a mega forestry empire. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I've been waiting to do forestry for a long, long time and just putting it off. Not today. Today, we're actually going to start doing it, and I can't wait. Now, one thing we are definitely going to need to start this whole forestry endeavor is going to be lots and lots of money. And as you can see right now, we've only got $207,000. But we do have lots and lots of products that we can go ahead and sell in the upcoming months in order to fund our little venture here. So one of the many products that we have to sell is actually going to be dried corn, which is currently being processed in this guy right here, which is our grain dryer. And we're going to have lots and lots of this stuff in the upcoming months. I believe we can go ahead and sell our dried corn in January. So hopefully it's all finished processing by then. We shall see. That's not many months away. It's 2 months away. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to. We've also got honey that we can go ahead and sell in March. And then we've got all of our lots and lots of clothes that we can go ahead and sell in May. So very, very busy next couple months. We're going to have to pick up a lot of products and sell them. That's basically the plan for right now until we have enough money to afford our initial forestry setup. And then we're going to dive deep. Yeah, we're going to go real deep into the plan here. So for the time being, I need to make sure that everything's buttoned up around here before we go ahead and start waiting a couple months. So first thing I want to check is going to be the buffalo. How are we looking over here for the ladies? We've got 58,600 liters of TMR. I do not know if it's completely full though, so we are going to have to check that. Let's take a little peek here. Oh, it's looking like we're a little bit short on straw, so we're definitely going to have to refill that. We're probably going to have to refill our hay and our silage as well. So just a little bit of everything. And as you can see, the hoppers right here, yeah, they're starting to empty out a little bit. So let's go ahead and hop into one of our tractors. We're going to hook up to this guy right here first, and we're going to do some quick refills. I think today we're going to go with the New Holland. Big blue, as I like to call it. Big blue on big green action. Let's go. Look at this. We've also got lots and lots of grass bales that we have to go and bring to our hay processing plant over by our silage facility. Or, sorry, our biogas plant. I don't know why I'm calling it a silage facility. Although it may as well be, since that's pretty much all we're putting in there. But let's go ahead and get the gals filled up first. Then we'll move on to that. So quick connect here, and there we go. Okay, first up, I'm going to pull around. We're going to grab ourselves some hay and start there. Is my mower stuck down there? Looks like our mower might be stuck too. We'll check out that in a minute as well, but give me some hay. What do we got here? 876,000 liters of hay. That's what I like to see. Fill it up. Fill me up. There we go. And we're full. Okay. Shouldn't take all of this. It should really only take about half of it. So let's go ahead, head on over yonder, and let's do a nice little quick dump. We'll take a quick dump in the water buffalo barn here, as I like to call it, and back it in. There we go. Start dumping the hay. All right, there we go. Only took, what, 58%. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and drop this back in. Then we'll grab ourselves some silage. Fill up the silage next. And in you go, hay, out with the old. And let's go in with the new, with some delicious and not smelly at all silage. Beautiful. All right, there we go. Let's go dump this stuff. And in with the silage we go. Oh, it took all that silage. You know what? I'm going to call that good. I really don't think that it's going to take much more. Yeah, we should be fine. Hay is the number one thing that it chews through really, really quick. So if we don't max out the silage, I'm okay with that. Let's go pick up some straw next. This will be the last piece of the pie, and then we can move on to our next thing. How much straw do I have anyway? 191,000 liters. We've got a whole bunch in bale form that we may have to bring over here at some point. But this should last us probably, I'd say, like a year at least minimum. All right, there we go. Over to the girls. Let's drop this off. You know what? Were we low on mineral feed? I don't think we were low on mineral feed. I think I can just ignore that one, at least for now. All right, straw, in you go. Wow, almost took all that straw. Nice. Let's go dump off the excess here, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and we'll pop into our mower over there. Just see what the problem is. What's your problem, dude? We got to finish up one row on this side, I think. One row on that side. You know, actually, that side might be done completely. It does look like it might be done. All right, there's all our products filled up. So let's go ahead, spin this guy around. We're going to park this and go hop into the mower. That looks good right there. Let's disconnect, and we'll leave the tractor right here for the time being. So let's see. Oh, I see what's going on with the mower. Okay, let's deactivate that. How did you do this? Oh, man. He just completely lifted himself up. That's quite amazing. Not allowed while bail. All right, I don't want to fold you. What if we fold you? Will that give us a little bit of play here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. That's interesting. I never thought I would have saw that, but there you go. You never know what's going to happen on the farm, right? I think I'm just going to go through real quick and finish this up myself because there are a lot of like sloppy ends over here that need to be taken care of. So, all right, I'm going to take a quick little break, do a little mowing, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
One eternity later.
Well, I thought this was going to be just a little bit, but it turns out it's the entire half the field still needs to be done. So I got a little bit more work ahead of me here. And then there's a lot of bales here. We're going to pick up all these bales next. These got to go over and start getting processed. All right, mowing is all done. So let's go ahead and turn this bad boy off. And let me squirt these bales at the back here. Excuse me, pardon me. And let's give her a fold. Beautiful. We'll do the same for our actual mower. All right, I'm gonna go put this away. We're gonna go swap over to the semi. Okay, we've got quite a few bales here that we're gonna have to transport, so let's get this party started. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to probably make at least 2 trips. This is a lot of grass bales here, and yeah, we can fit a bunch on here, but still, this is a mega amount of grass. First of many loads coming in hot here. Let's stop. Let's get our straps on and unstrap. And let's slowly drive forward. This can be a little bit particular. Got to make sure I do it just so. Okay. I probably realistically have more than one more trip to go. I think I have like another 2 or 3. So I'm going to bust this out real quick, and then we're going to be done for this month. And we can finally go ahead and actually, I take that back. I got to move some milk, some buffalo milk over to our one of our dairies. That will be the last thing we have to do this month. All right, last load of grass here. Let's get this in, and then let's take a quick look at our handiwork. Going a little too fast, maybe? Nope. Perfect. Let's see how much grass we actually got in this bad boy over here. We got 950,000 liters of grass. That is amazing. That's very, very important because it's actually going to make more money for us because it's going to keep our biogas plant filled up and running over the next couple months at least. Okay, time to grab some milk, and then we are finished for November. Finally, November has been a month that's been going on forever. All right, let's do a quick little swap here over to our milk container that we now have properly color-coded here. This makes things so much easier. I'm absolutely loving that. All right, let's go pick up some buffalo milk. Let's see what we got over here. 10,000 liters. Okay, not bad. I'll take it all. Start producing some mozzarella cheese with that. Quick little load up there. I like it. I do have a plan, though, to potentially up our milk production from the buffalo, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it just yet. It's probably going to be something after our little forestry section is complete and set up that I'll maybe focus on that. We'll see. But there we go. Our milk is done. We are officially completed for this month. Let's go put everything away. Let's go lay the old head down on the pillow for a little while.
Several months later.
All right, we have made it to January. This is the first month that we could finally sell something, and that's going to be our dried corn. So hopefully we have lots and lots available to us. Let's check our production and see what we got in there. Oh, boy. Only about half is finished. Man, that is not what I was hoping to see. I was hoping to see all that done. Well, that's going to put a little bit of a kink in the plans here. We are still going to sell this because we do absolutely need the money, but we're going to be a little bit short for what I want to do. Okay, let's hop back in the semi and let's go pick this stuff up. Well, you know what? Maybe this is actually a good thing because I feel like I would have had to have made a ton of trips if I just did this all in one go. So breaking this up into multiple trips is probably the way to go, and we'll do it like multiple years. You know, it'll be a nice injection of cash for next year too whenever we need it. But let's go ahead and check out where we're going to sell this stuff. We're looking at ye olde dried corn here. There it is, and farmer's market. Okay, I don't even know why I bothered to check. No, we're in a little bit of a down season. All right, that kind of stinks, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's go. We got, whoo, boy, we can only 59,000. We got a bunch of trips to go. We got like 2, 4, 6, 7 trips ahead of us. Okay, let's do it. It is nice though, because the farmer's market is literally like right around the corner. So not going to take us very long to do this.
Wait a minute.
No, I grabbed corn. Oh, I gotta go put this back. I gotta be more careful when I'm looking at my selection here. Imagine if I went and sold this corn. That would have been a disaster. We gotta go dump this back in our dryer and fill up on dried corn instead. All right, corn has been dumped. Let's fill up properly this time with dried corn, shall we? And there we go. All right, we're loading up the correct thing this time and over to the farmer's market as soon as we're full.
A few inches later.
All right, farmer's market. Let's see how much 59,400 liters of dried corn will get me. Let's stop right there and let's start dumping. Come on, baby. Hugz needs a new pair of shoes or at least a new sawmill or something. Give me some good cashola here. And 67,000 plus 8,700 environmental score. Let's go, man. Okay, we got a bunch more trips to go. That should put a pretty little penny in our pocket. Let's do this. All right, guys, that was our last full load, and we cleared $1 million with that. I was skeptical, but we have enough, I'm pretty sure, to go ahead and get our forestry project started here. We're going to need some equipment. We're not going to buy everything up front. We're going to wait and buy some things later on down the road once we have enough trees and whatnot ready to go. Oh, and I passed my turn. We need to go ahead and get this guy in here. So my plan is we are actually going to grow lots and lots of trees, and we are going to have 2 separate stations essentially that are going to handle said trees. Oh, and we're going to do 2 types of trees too. We're going to do a deciduous and a conifer just because, I don't know, I like variety and I feel like some are better than others for certain things. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to need a tree planter, and we're going to need saplings, and we're also going to need land to plant this stuff. So let's park this guy up right here, and let's go pull the old semi up to the charging station as well, just like so, and we'll leave this guy to charge. I do have my blue tractor out there already over, I believe, by the gals, so I'm going to go and grab the New Holland, and we'll use that one to go pick up the tree planter. Just where I left her. Perfect. All right, over to ye olde shop we go. We are going to go get ourselves a nice, shiny new toy to play with. Oh, boy. I feel like I haven't been here in so long. I miss this place. I missed you, SP Zoo. I really did. Let's go ahead and hop in here real quick. We want to go right to the forestry section. So down here, what we're going to want to look for is tree planters, and there's not really many options. So we're going to go with this one, the PL-75. Can I change this at all? No? Oh, man, I was hoping I could customize the colors or something. I don't know about the yellow and the red, but it'll have to do. Let's go ahead and buy this guy. Very nice, relatively cheap, $27,500. Next thing we're going to need are some saplings. So we are going to want, how many is in here? 20 pieces. This is 240. We're going to go with this one right here. And we are going to, for our first tree, we're going to go for everybody's favorite, the lodgepole pine. Of course, this is like the big bad tree of the forestry world. Everybody loves this tree. It's nice and narrow. Great for a tree harvester. Let's go ahead and get 1 pallet of that for $7,000 bucks. Thank you very much. Now, the second tree we are going to go for is, oh boy, which one? I'm pretty sure the one I want is the American elm. This is big. It's bad. It's got lots of wood in there. It's great for filling up sawmills and whatnot. Basically, whatever you want to do with it. So we're going to get a pallet of that as well for another 7,000 bucks. All right, beautiful. So the one I'm going to start with that I think we're going to bring over preloaded in our New Holland is going to be the lodge poles. Yeah, we'll start with that one. And which one is it? I actually have no idea. Let me hook up here real quick, and then I'm going to have to hop out and see which one it actually is. It should say it on there, right? Hello? Hello? No wording on you? Oh, no. Oh, I can just look at it. 240. Okay. Lodgepole pine, the very one we're next to. Perfect. Let's go ahead and refill it just like so. Beautiful. All right, now, next thing we need is going to be land. So let's take a look at the plots and see what we could find. So I have taken a peek around just to see where I kind of want to do this. And there was one place in particular that has a lot of trees, and it's this eastern edge of the map. But I don't want to go up here because this is a little bit hilly ground. I kind of want to stay away from that. If you want to see me work on hilly ground, go and check out the Erlengrat playthrough that we just started with $0. That one's going to be absolutely crazy. But for the mega farm, we're going to be looking at this guy right here. This is 11.91 acres, cost us $289,000, and it's number 109 right here. I think this is going to be perfect for us. So let's go ahead and buy it. Beautiful. Another land owned for us. Maybe I'll build hotels on there or maybe house. No, I don't know. This isn't Monopoly, Hugz. All right, let's get over to our newly acquired land. Let's go see what's going on over there. Here's our brand new property on the left. Check this spot out. It's a nice open section, and it's basically bordered by trees all around it, which is exactly what I wanted. Gives us plenty of wood to play with if we want to, but for our planting endeavor, we're going to be worried about this nice section right in the middle here that basically has absolutely nothing in it. That's exactly what I want to see. Now, the only thing we have to be careful of, there is a border to the world, essentially right over here, and we don't want to get too close to that because it just makes everything annoying. So I'm just going to drive forward until I bump into it, and it should be any second now. There we go. There it is. Okay, so let's see. Where can I plan this out? I want to put the tractor like strategically located in a spot because I'm going to use this as a guide for the next step here. I'm going to leave the tractor right here, and we're going to go into construction mode. So we know that we own basically all the way up to here, to this tree line, all the way over to here, which is like the end of the world. If you go too far, you just fall off the edge over there. And then we've got the water over there. In fact, let's look at the map and see exactly where our property lines are. So we actually go all the way up here to the road. Interesting. This little water hazard here, though, we do not own. So we'll just play around with this area right in here for now. That's going to be where we're going to live. And we just want to make sure we don't go too far that way. But I don't think we will, just because, there's like trees and stuff over there. So to make this easy on myself, I'm actually going to put in a little like zone here. We're going to paint something in with just like a certain type of grass, regular grass. So that way we know where we're going to have our tree planting area. So let's go in here to ye olde painting, and let's just go with, we'll go with regular old grass. Sure, why not? Let me see, what is this going to look like? Oh, perfect. It actually lines up with the world perfectly. I love it when that happens so much. All right, and we are just going to go, and we're going to start painting here. Let me get the first stroke in. You know what? Is that going to do it for us? I think it will. You know what? We're going to go with something different that's not that. Maybe we just go dirt. Let's see how dirt. Yeah, let's just go with straight up dirt, and that'll be much easier for us to actually differentiate things here. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to start drawing in my dirt line. Let's go. All right, there we go. So that's the area that I really want to start planting in, and believe it or not, we are going to fit tons and tons and tons of trees in here. Don't worry about that. So this whole section off that in like the distance here, that's where we're going to have our lodgepole pines. And actually, you know what? One more thing. I want to split this in two essentially, because I want to have one side for our American elms, and I want to have one side for our lodgepoles. So let me split it basically right there down the middle, and we'll just keep it relatively small so I'm not chopping off too much. Right there. Beautiful. That's perfect. Okay. Well, you know what we got to do now? Let's start planting some trees. Let's go, baby. And last tree in. No, wait, did I go too far? Oh, that was okay. One tree too many there. That's a bonus tree. But look at this. We got our nice, beautiful rows of lodgepole pines over here. I'm so happy about that. And how many do we actually put in here? Oh boy, we almost put 100 of these suckers in. We put in 92. That's crazy. That's okay. I was serious when I said you can shove a lot of trees in this little area. So this area over here, we are going to plop down some American elm trees, but obviously we need to do a little bit of work over here. And let me just sneak over into this corner. I want to make sure that this is actually part of our property, because if it's not, we're going to have to like adjust fire a little bit. Oh, it looks like it just barely is. Okay, yeah, so we'll have to get the mulcher over here at some point, cut down a couple of these trees, just get things nice and cleaned up before we can put our elms in. But I'd say this is a very, very good start to our forestry area. So the other things I'm going to need to add as well, I need to put a sawmill in, which I am up in the air on whether I want to put it closer to the road or if I want to sneak it in back here potentially. Let me see, is that land? Oh yeah, that's plenty of land back there. So I could sneak in a sawmill back here. And then the other thing that I would like to put in as well is there's a building which lets you wood chip trees. And that is just amazing. I could also get just like a regular old wood chipper and do it the old-fashioned way too if I feel like getting my hands dirty. Haven't decided on that just yet. But yeah, that's the plans for now. So let me go ahead. Let's, you know what? If this is going to be like a big area for us here, let me take another peek here. I got to constantly like check the border, make sure I'm not doing anything crazy. I would like to put in over here a little building where I can store some things. So let me pull this, not onto my trees, and let me turn it off too. I don't need that active right now. Okay, let's keep this right here. We're gonna get ourselves just like a nice little covered area right in here that we can store like our planter and just whatever miscellaneous things, you know, maybe the mulcher. We're probably gonna have a harvester over here at some point too. So it's gonna be good to have things for all those to be protected by. Now let's see, there is this guy right here, the storage tunnel. How are we looking on that? That would probably fit everything, but I think I could maybe go a little bit bigger and go for the second one. Yeah, that might be it right there. And maybe we go ahead and turn it like so. Let's turn snapping mode on so we're aligned to everything here. And then we just do it basically right there off this little road that's coming in. Or that just might be dirt. I don't even know. But we put this guy right here, and then we'll have storage for essentially everything. Ugh, needs a little smoothing. Man, everything needs a little smoothing around here. Or softening, I should say. Let's go ahead and get that nice, just like so. And we'll go through all these edges right here. How's that? Yeah, this corner looks a little bit lifted, but that's not terrible. I can live with that.
Okay.
Let's go over here, and oh, they're all a little bit lifted. All right, it is what it is. Let's get this guy parked in here for now. And then I think I'm going to go and pick up the elm tree saplings and just put them over here too. So you know what we'll do? Let's go ahead and unload this guy right there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go pick up our elm tree pallet and bring it over here as well real quick. Check out this cool little building here. It's been a long, long time since I've been here. I think this is one of the wood areas. What are you? Hang on. Let me just look real quick. Biomass heating plant? Really? Wow, I had no idea that was a biomass heating plant, but I definitely remember dropping some stuff off there at some point. Long, long, long ago. Could I buy that one? I'd love to buy that one. That would look so cool. Be a great addition to my other biogas plant, which is much, much more modern. Here we are, and there is our pallet. Let's go ahead and scoop this guy up. Refill tree planter. All right, we are ready. Let's go. We got to go all the way back over there, I believe. This plot of land is kind of far away compared to everything else we have. It's like way, way in the deep corner of the map. Wow, look at this land over here. There's literally nothing on it. It's just bare, like, plains. That's crazy. What field is this? I got to take a look at this. Hang on. What controls this? Oh, boy. Farmland 93. Terrible expected yield potential. But absolutely massive plot of land here. How much does this cost? 537,000. Okay. I'm going to keep that in the old brain. I'm going to tuck it away for future reference. All right, and here we are back once again at our little shelter. I am going to keep the New Holland over here as well. I don't think I'm going to need 3 tractors back at the old place for now. So we'll just park this guy right here. This is going to be our main focus for a little bit until we get this entire tree operation up and running. Once we get the sawmills down, the wood chipping station, and the American elms planted over there, then we can call this spot good and basically just let it do its thing for a couple years, let everything grow, and then we'll go from there. And look at this tiny little sapling next to me. How amazing. Oh my goodness, hang on. Can I get in there a little more? It looks exactly like a lodgepole pine, just baby version. That's so cool. I love it so much. I've created a small tree farm on my mega farm, but it is missing some key features, which we're going to be adding today, as well as expanding it. I'm Hugz. Welcome back to the mega farm. Okay, everybody, welcome back. It's tree day, of course, for the next, at least the rest of January. We're going to be working on this tree farm here, man. We've got all of our lodge poles positioned nicely over here. This area over here, though, we need to set up today for some American elms and lots of them. And to do that, we're going to have to cut down a bunch of trees. Actually, we're not going to cut these down. We're going to mulch these trees. And we actually have to mulch a bunch of stuff over here. That's right. I've got to set up this whole area for a sawmill and also a wood chipping, basically like production, I guess we should call it, which are going to go right back here. I think they're going to fit very, very nice back there. So let's kind of just take a peek here, see what we have to get rid of. This guy is right on the edge of our field. I think he can stay. Can I see where the dirt ends? Yeah, right here. Okay, so this guy can stay. That's good because it's a big one. That's what she said. No, no time for that, right? Jesus, first minute of the video and I can't. Okay, get your mind out of the gutter, Hugz. We've got this guy right here, an aspen as well. A couple aspens here, ranging in size. Oh, one of these Johnny Service berries. I hate those so much. And what is this guy? Beech tree? Yeah, beech tree. Man, I'm like an arborist, basically. If that's, I think that's the right word. A treeist. Let's just say that. So yeah, we got to get the mulcher over here. We're going to take care of a bunch of these guys. I'm not worried about saving them and stuffing them in anywhere. That's all going to occur once these trees have all grown to full size. And then we're really going to we're going to work the big stuff. It's going to be awesome. I got to go find my mulcher, though. I have no idea where it... Actually, I do have an idea where it is. We set up Old Custom Yard. That's where it is. I'm going to take Big Blue over here, the New Holland tractor. We're going to go grab that bad boy. Big Blue is looking a little bit dirty. Maybe I should give it a wash before we bring it back. Let's drop this over here. Yeah, we'll give it a wash when we get back to home base. Home sweet home. I love this place so much. I'm so happy I built this. Let me hook up over here, and I think on the way... Ooh, too close. I think on the way back, I'm going to grab myself a weight for the rear of this tractor, just so we don't have any balancing issues, because I could already tell. Even though this is a giant tractor, it's gonna... there's a giant machine on the front of this mulcher, and it's going to have issues. So let's just get something real big, real nice. We'll slap it on the back of here. I don't think I have... Wait. I may have a weight over here. Hold the phone. We do. We have one over here by the door. What size is it, though? That may be a little too small. Let me hop out real quick. Let's check on the size of this thing. You gonna be big enough to counterbalance me? 2,300? How much do you weigh? I gotta look in the menu. I have no idea how much this thing weighs. 2.3 tons. Wow, that's a big weight. Let me look in the shop real quick and just see what other weights we can get. I think I might want to go even bigger than that. So the mulcher itself weighs 4.7 tons. So if I can get close to that, that would be optimal. That's a lot of tons, though. So the biggest we can get is going to be this Fent right here. And I have two options. Why do I have two options available? 3.3 tons. That's a ton, 1.1 tons more than what we've got. So I think we're going to get this guy. Yeah, this is the heaviest in the shop. And what, $34.50? We could buy that. Thank you very much. All right, let's go over to the shop and let's pick up our new weight. And if you're wondering why I need a weight, let me illustrate for you. We're going to do a quick stop. Ooh, I can barely stop. And my back tires almost come off the ground. That is no good, especially when we start getting on some hillier terrain. All right, there's our weight. I think we're going to back right up to it here. And we're just going to do a nice, quick little connection like so. Okay, we should be good to go. You know what? Let me raise you down. Nope, raise you up, down. I feel like down would counterbalance it better, but it's going to be on the ground. So we got to go up. All right, back to our little tree farm we go. And I can already tell it's driving much, much better with this. All right, we are back. Let's see. Where do we need to work the most right now? So this whole area back here needs to be cleaned up. Let's do what's on the field first. Yeah, let's start there. Let me swap to the old mulcher and let's get this bad boy fired up. Love this thing so much. Yeah, feel the power. That is amazing. I love just making trees disappear. And one more. Yeah. Oh, okay. This one didn't disappear, but it's all right. It's kind of disappearing slowly. There we go. Okay, only a couple more trees to go, then our field will officially be cleared and we can start planting again. But I think before I plant again, I'm just going to go through and clear all these trees up that are like right over in this corner. So that way we have plenty and plenty of room for all of our buildings that we're going to have to put in.
A few inches later.
All right, that was the last tree on our little field here. Now, before we go any further, I want to check the map real quick. So I got to be super careful over here that I don't go outside of these bounds. And it looks like we got plenty of room. So as long as we kind of keep it clear of the river over here, we should be fine. But we've got all this space right up in here to work for our buildings. So that means we got more trees that got to come down. At least up until, I'd say, probably over here. Yeah, you know what? I'll start clearing from here back towards the field. And let's look one more time. We're still in. Okay, good. So I'll take care of this aspen, and these are some bigger ones too. They're probably not going to go without a fight. Yeah, they're all going to want to come down like this. All right, I'll basically start at this line, and I'll work my way back towards the field. We should be golden. Oh, I forgot the end of like the world is right here too. Oh boy, that changes things a little bit. It's going to be a little tight in here. I want my buildings to not be close to the end of the world, so I have plenty of room to maneuver around them with like the trees and whatnot. Here's our first like really big tree that we got to do here as well. Are you going to come down without a fight? Yo, beautiful. Oh, that was like best case scenario right there. Amazing. Oh, this one. I was hoping this one would be just as easy, but nope. Definitely not going to make it easy on me. I'm going to have to do this one the hard way. I think maybe if I come at it from the top here and I just mulch straight ahead, we should be good. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's going to work. That's going to work. It's still not going to be great, but it's going to be better than the alternative, which is, handling everything by hand. All right, this tree is being very annoying, so we're just going to place it over here very gently. Get out of here. I don't know. We'll stuff that in a sawmill or something when we get to building that thing. But I want to get to all these other trees over here. I can't spend all day on one, you know what I mean? And Downy Serviceberry going downy. That's what I love to see. It looks like I got a new hood ornament. How am I going to get this thing off? Oh, there it goes. Ooh, boy, we got a couple of these bigger trees that... Oh, no. Are you stuck between the... Okay, really is a new hood ornament. Great. Boy. I guess we're just going to carry this around with us. Oh, that one deleted so easy. Wish they could all be like that. That would be so nice. But I guess we'll just... Oh, and there's another one. Beautiful. So maybe it's just going to be these three here that really gave me troubles. And can I knock you off? Yes, we're finally free. We're just about done, though. Just a couple more smaller trees to clear up, and I got to move that one over into this pile here. And then I think we can go ahead and place some buildings down.
2 hours later.
All right, that was the last tree right there that we just took care of. Oh, wait, I'm a liar. I got more trees over there, but I was doing a little bit of thinking while I was cutting these trees down, and my thought process was... Why am I going to wood chip anything when I could just turn it into like furniture or other valuable sorts of things like that and sell it for much more money? And don't get me wrong, wood chips sell for a lot of money, but I'm pretty sure that furniture and all that stuff is the way to go when it comes to wood. So, oh boy, did I just... Hang on, I ran over my thing here? No, I didn't. Okay, I got worried that I might have gotten rid of a sapling or two. But there we go. We've got a nice big area over here that is ready for some buildings. So, you know what? Let me push all these trees onto our elm field over there, just so they're out of the way, and we'll get some buildings up and running here, and then we'll plant our elms after these are all, like, put into their respective areas. I mean, like sawmill. yeah, they're just gonna get chewed up and turned into blanks and whatnot. So, let's get... we got two more to go. Okay, let's do this. Last one. Don't get stuck on me, please. Okay, we're good. Yeah, and look at all this area that we have now over here. Absolutely amazing. I'm gonna need to pave that over or something. For now, let's pull over here. Wait, whoa. Hang on. What are you? This little guy snuck by me here. How did I not see you? Let's just take care of that real quick. Did I get it? I got it. Okay, good. Now we can turn this off. So, what I want to put over here, there's basically space for 3 buildings. I can have at least 1 sawmill, possibly 2. I can have a carpentry, and then I can have 1 other building over there. So I'm not sure which ones I want to go with, but I know for sure the first one we're going to need is going to be carpentry. I just need to figure out which one I want to put down. I think we're going to put this one down right here. I haven't really used this one that much. I just need to look and get my bearings here on like where I put things. I'm pretty sure I dumped the trees there. The products come out there. My main concern is I want to be able to easily pick up the wood chips without, like, I don't know, having to pick them up one pallet at a time. That's so annoying to me. And it looks like this area over here on the right is where the wood chips are going to potentially come out, but I really don't know. All I know is this building looks pretty cool. It looks better than this one, which is like the default sawmill. Yeah, I like this one way, way better, and it's the same exact price. This is a tad bit bigger, though. I think I want to get this one pretty much right in the middle here. What are you overlapping with? Oh, no. Is there wood there? Is that a little chunk of wood? I don't know what it's overlapping with right now. There's something right here. It's getting in its way. I have no idea what it's actually interacting with, so we'll just put free move on. Beautiful. It's the best thing you could possibly do. We'll turn snapping on as well, so we're aligned with our field. And I think that should be good right there. Just go ahead and place this bad boy. It's going to be betwixt both of these fields, so I can easily access the sawmill from both, and then I'll have the support buildings that are building other things on either side. There's plenty of room over here, right? Yeah. Oh, there's plenty of room for everything. Let's go right there. How's that looking? I think that looks pretty darn good, man. I'm liking that. Now, what was over here that was giving me a problem? I don't see anything over here, if I'm being honest. Well, you know what? We got our sawmill. That's all I really care about. Let's test it out with these trees right here. Let's get this party started. We're getting this in. All right, number one. And by the way, I am going to be getting machinery to do this much more elegantly and not just pushing it with my tractor and a mulcher on the front. So let's go ahead and sell wood. Oh, beautiful. 4,492 liters in the very first dump. Let me actually open this thing up. Should be able to hold what? Only 140,000 liters? Well, we can upgrade it to hold more if we want to. That's fine for now. Let's go get these other two trees in here as well. Beep, beep, coming through. Nice. This is actually like so easy to do with this tractor. Quite amazing. I know it's going to get harder when we get to some bigger trees, though. There we go. 9,437 liters of wood in here. What do I want to start producing? Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is not a split production, so you can't activate everything. Or maybe you can. Jeez, I don't even remember at this point. But I think we're kind of going to plan this around what our carpentry is going to need. So let's look at like some carpentry things here. So I don't own this one. This is in the city, but it'll at least show us the recipes here. So we can do wood, planks, planks long. So regular planks will give us 14 furniture, 192 cycles per month. But planks long will also give us 14 furniture, but it does way more cycles per month. So we definitely want to be doing planks long there. And it's about the same. Okay, let's go back to our sawmill right here. And let's check out planks long. Takes 416 wood, pumps out 275 planks long, does 24 cycles per month. How many is that exactly? So that'll make 6,600 liters of planks long. And this guy will only need 3,360 liters to produce the furniture. Interesting. So we're definitely going to have a surplus of planks long while we're doing these productions. So that means I probably want to go through and when we put down our carpentry, upgrade it to tier 2. But for now, I don't think we need to do that because we're not at the stage where we're going to be having massive amounts of wood being piled in here. But let's go ahead. And I want to change this to distributing first. And then let's go ahead and activate this planks long. Let's start making some wood here. I'm loving it. It's been a long, long time since I've done like any real serious like wood sort of activities. So I'm very excited to be getting back to it. And this thing is producing for us 1 plank long. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. While we have the money, we may as well plop down our carpentry as well. And I think we're going to stick with these Highlands fishing expansion buildings. They actually look pretty cool. I like the old rusted out roof and all that cool stuff there. Now, where do I want to put this thing? I think we're going to slap this guy just right over here. Why not? Hopefully it doesn't interfere with our field. I don't think it will. Oh, that's ugly though. That is ugly. Let's go through here. We got to soften this out. I'm going to go with a nice small tool so we don't go crazy here. I think that's looking much, much better. And you know what? Since we've got like concrete here under this building, maybe we go through and just concrete this whole area over here. I feel like that's probably the best idea. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We'll go with concrete industrial. All right, that's pretty good. I'm liking that. We'll add in another spot for, actually, you know what? I may as well just expand that for whatever new building we're putting in right now. We'll go right to about there where our tracks begin. And let's do the same thing going down, but not too far. There we go, perfect. Yeah, so now we have our like full building layout over here. And we can always customize this more if we want to. Maybe add some like decorations or I don't know, some different sort of pathways in here, not just this concrete all over, but we'll leave it like that for now until we have all the buildings that we actually want in here. But now that we've got that set up, it's time for us to go ahead and plant the rest of our American elms that we've got, or at least as many as we possibly can. Oh, and you know what? Before we even do that, let me just go ahead and go through here. We'll clear out this whole front area as we speak. See no reason to leave trees right in the entranceway of our little thing over here. May as well do the front as well. And I think I'll add in a little road too while I'm at it. All right, there we go. I think that looks pretty good. We got a little roadway now going out to the road. So yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, now let's go park this thing in here. Let's hop into our tree planter. Let's get some work done, shall we? Quick little disconnect right there, I think. And oh, I got to put my weight down too. I forgot about that thing. I think I'll just put this thing right there. Perfect. Okay. Time to hitch up to our tree planter. I should have the American elms in there already. Yeah, we got 240 full load right here. I'm going to try and stuff as many. Don't drive over the new trees, Hugz. Come on. That's why we made a road. What's wrong with us? All right. We're going to try and plant as many as we possibly can in here. But the spacing of this thing, it can be a little weird sometimes. So you just got to like roll with whatever it gives you, you know? I'm hoping to get maybe like close to 100 in here if possible. That's like best case scenario. We'll see how it goes. All right, there we go. Last tree went in right there. We got down to 155 saplings left. So we got a good amount down. We didn't get 100 quite. Just a little more room would have got us there, but I'm happy with the amount we got planted, man. Between our lodge poles and our American elms, we're going to have a lot of wood growing here. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Let's go park this thing. I want to see a little bit of growth. So what we got to do now is just go around the farm real quick. Make sure that all like the necessary things are completed for the month. I don't know how much we got to do. We probably got to go and check on the water buffalo at minimum, see how they're doing, make sure that they're all fed so the milk keeps flowing, if you know what I mean. And then yeah, we should be cleared to at least rest a couple months. I want to get these trees into like the next stage of growth at least, so that way I could see how things are going to be looking here. But all right, back to our custom yard we go. So I'm just taking a peek through here. It looks like the water buffalo are pretty good. They've got a good amount of TMR in there. So that's not an emergency. But if we go on over to the sheep, yeah, they are completely, well, not completely, but just about completely out of meadow. That ain't good. And we've also got tons and tons of baby sheep in here. some at varying stages of growth, but we're going to need to go through and probably call the herd here, I think. It's just they're eating through their meadow way too quick. Plus, if we go over to our productions, this one, yeah, wool almost completely full. So we need to put a stop to that real quick before things get out of hand. I think we'll take the pickup over there. No need to take an actual tractor. We're just going to like slaughter some sheep, so easy job for the pickup. All right, we got our field service vehicle here, which kind of like doubles as our personal vehicle. Now, somebody had said if I unfold this thing... No. What? Wait, what? What? Dude, this thing has this in here? Wait, and it's also got a toolbox back there. Does that mean I can I customize things with this? Okay, hang on. Let's pull it over to like just this tractor right here. Let's see if it gives us an option to customize. So if I go right here, oh man, this thing got way more exciting now. So if I go here and I go in, like, how do I get the customize option? I see the freaking toolbox in there. Maybe if I hold this thing? No, it's just gonna let me power wash. Okay, now that I know that this is a thing back here, there's gotta be a way to use this to customize, because why else would it have a toolbox in here, right? And a fire extinguisher. Well, I know why the fire extinguisher is there, but why else would it have this toolbox right here? Okay, well, I figured out how to refuel the tractor from this thing. So when you're over next to this side that has this counter over here, you can just refuel it, which is super duper cool. I still can't figure out how to customize things though. Oh, I think I figured it out, guys. Hold the phone here. That lance is the repair thing, I think. I think. Hang on, let me get this guy parked right over here again. We're gonna get something that is like very, very broken, or at least closer to. All right, so see, this one needs a little bit of mechanical work. If we pull it over there and we spray it, I think it's gonna fix this thing back up to 100%. Let's just park it right by the rear. And oh boy, you don't even have to spray it. You just get close and it fixes it. Oh, that's super cool. Okay, now I know how this thing works. That's absolutely amazing. I kind of wish I could customize things though with it and not just do like full repairs. But either way, that's still super cool. Now I know how to use this thing. That's all I ever wanted. That's it. All right, let's go ahead and jump in here. Let's fold her back up and let's head back on over to the sheep. And I think we're going to do the goats as well. May as well just thin the herd all around. I don't even remember where we moved the sheep to. Hold the phone here. I got to check the map. Here's our goats over here. I feel like they're over here somewhere. Yeah, way over on this side. Okay, that's a little bit of a trip. Here they are. All right, let's pull in here. No parking lot, so we'll just kind of, we'll go right here. All right, sheep, what's the problem? Let's take a look over here. There's no buildup of wool right there, which is good. That means that they haven't overproduced just yet. So we kind of just spotted this right in time, but let's go in here and we want to go to sell. So we've got our 60 months old here. We're going to keep them for sure. And we've got 17 months old here. Ooh, I think we're going to sell these two batches right here. And then we'll let these like younger ones grow up a little bit more and we'll sell them when they're more profitable. So let's go ahead. 136 there, 64,000 bucks we're going to get for that. That is awesome. Sell them. And these guys right here, 12 months old. We'll sell them as well. 47,000. That's, man, sheep are very, very profitable. Amazing. Okay, beautiful. I think that's all we're going to trim from this herd right here. These are not producing wool anyway, so it'll give our spinnery a little bit of time to catch up with things, hopefully. We'll see. And this is said spinnery right here. Yeah, super duper full, but it's producing for us, so no complaints from me. All right, let's go head over to our goats. We're pretty much going to do the same thing with them, but I think the ages might be a little bit different. We'll have to see when we get there. You know what? Since I'm over this way, may as well just check on the gals over here as well. How are we looking? Let me get like exact totals here. So Meadow 62. I don't care about Meadow at all. What am I talking about? Straw 3,600. Hay 25,000. So they're getting a bit low. Let me go over here. This is hay, I think. No, that's silage. Yeah, they're getting a little bit low, but they've got a little bit to spare. I think we can wait at least a couple months before we got to refill them. All right, back onto the goats. Okay, goats. First of all, let's check this guy. How much do we got in here? Goat milk, we've got plenty. Goat cheese, we have 40,000 in there. Plus, we've got all this out here. Are you getting close to full? That's what I'm mainly concerned about. Let's actually look in the production menu. Yeah, goat milk, very, very close to full. But goat cheese, we got plenty and plenty of room. So let's go on over here and how's it looking? I mean, we've got a lot of goats. I know that for sure. 701 goats to be exact. That's such an insane number of goats. All right, how are we looking here? We've got 60-month-old, we've got 5-month-old, and 0. You know what? I'm actually not going to cull these guys just yet. I want to let them grow a little bit more. If we get these to like maybe 12 months old, we should be able to sell them for a lot more money, and they still have plenty of meadow as well. So we're not in such an emergency situation over here that we have to take drastic measures just yet. All right, well, I think that pretty much wraps things up. We can go ahead and head on over to one of our houses and sleep. Yeah, let's do that. And I see some comments from some of you guys saying I need a new house, but I actually have 2. Look, I've got this one right here, and then I've got one back at the old farm too. But I do agree that maybe it is time to get something a little bit upgraded, something bigger and badder. Let's look and see how much that would cost. Here's all the farmhouses right here. If we go down to like the McMansion status right here. Oh boy, that's a big one. That's a big old house right there. What about this guy? This one might be more my style. It looks nice and it'll kind of fit right here as well. Can I get rid of this one? I could sell that one for 18,000, but I don't want to. I like that one there. We'll probably put this one wherever, you know, we figure it out in a brand new spot. This one's kind of cool too with the green roof on it. I like that. This one's super tiny and it costs 245,000. That's insane. All right, that's enough house shopping for now. Nobody could buy a house in this market anyway. Let's go ahead and park and leave the truck here. We'll sleep for a couple months. Let's do this. I think we're gonna go for, what are we in? January, February, March. Let's look at planting season real quick. See how many months we can actually sleep here before we have to start planting and whatnot. Looks like we should be able to go to like April before we really start cutting into when we got to start prepping the fields. So we'll sleep till April, and I will see you guys in a couple months.
One eternity later.
All right, we've made it to April. I don't know how much our trees will have grown by now. Oh, and it's hailing. Hang on, hold on. Let me get under here. Need some protection. I don't know how much our trees will have grown in those couple months, but let's go check them out and see if we have any sort of growth. And maybe they've finally moved out of the sapling stage. Always hailing in April. Or wait, is this just rain? Can't even tell if this is just rain or hail. I see some bouncing around down there. I think it's hail. Whatever, we'll be fine. Let's go over to our tree farm. Oh, and if you were wondering, our sheep have meadow back. So that's really, really good. Our culling here did a good job. All right, show me some trees, man. Come on, at least, no, they're not any bigger. Dang it. I was hoping they would have grown a little bit. Let me look here. Oh, you know what? Are they a little bigger? No, they're not. They're not a little bigger at all. All right, well, they are at least 3 months older. Show me any info here when I go over these guys? No, nothing. All right, well, we'll have to wait a little bit longer for these guys to grow, but I think we did pretty good work today. I'm happy with what we did. Well, spring has officially sprung, and that means there is lots and lots of work to do. And there's also something else that a lot of you guys have been begging me to do. Hugz, please move the slurry out of the water buffalo pens and bring it over to the biogas plant. Today, I'm going to do that for you guys. This one's for you. If you're out there and you've been asking me to do that, we're doing it today, along with getting our fields planted and ready for the summer. I'm Hugz. Welcome back to the Mega Farm. Okay, guys, we've got a beautiful April here, just how I like to start my spring. Absolutely amazing. But I've kind of been thinking about a couple things. A, I gotta move some slurry. B, gotta get some fields prepped and planted with some stuff. But something interesting I want to show you guys and share with you. So up until this point, we have 4 big fields, right? A, B, C, and D over here. Turns out A is a big pile of field crap. It's not the best field, man. It's like we've got negative, well, not negative, but, you know, 83% yield potential. It's just not that great compared to the other fields, which have at least positive potential. and some of them really, really high positive potential. I'm talking about our big guy down here. Look at this, 125% expected yield potential. That's insane. So here's what I've decided. I am cutting this field out of the rotation, at least for now, until I figure out what I want to do with it and what I want to do with this land that's just not that great. So we're going to be planting these 3 fields. This is officially A, this is officially B, and this is now officially C, although this is our big one. Should this one be A? Yeah, you know what? A, B, C. The big one's now A. You've been promoted. So that's what we're going to do. I have to move slurry as well. I kind of like hate slurry and I hate doing it. So I'm just going to have to see what's out there that we can actually buy to make it fast and painless, hopefully. We've also got our biogas plant over here that does need, well, that's a cement factory. Whoops. We've got this guy right here that does need, along with the slurry we're going to be bringing to it, more grass. So we have to provide it with that as well. And let's just take a look. Oh yeah, we're out of grass, or silage, I should say. We convert the grass into the silage, bring it over. But yeah, we are extremely low on silage here. So we do need to go ahead and get that guy refilled as well. But let's worry about these fields first. These are kind of the things that are pressing, and we have to basically get these going before we can do anything else. So I've got my 3 planters over here. Oh, and what did I want to plant on here? Soybeans. That's what I want to plant on here. I completely forgot to go over that with you guys. But we've got our 3 planters here. We're going to be using these bad boys to go ahead and get some soybeans all ready to go. So let's assemble the troops. We need 3 tractors that are going to take care of this for us. First tractor I'm going to pull out, going to be the old John Deere here. This is the big, bad John Deere. Oh, and wait. Okay. I also have something exciting that I want to do. Someone left me a comment, which absolutely blew my mind. It was genius. And it's, why don't I take my toolbox that I can customize my stuff with, which I actually have no idea where this thing is. But why don't I take that and stuff it inside my field service vehicle, and then I could actually customize stuff with. Genius, whoever you are. I don't remember your name. I apologize. But that was an absolutely amazing comment. Really, like, blew my mind, made my day, and we're doing that today as well. We got so many things to do. This is incredible. Let me go ahead and hook up to this guy, though, and then I also need to make sure that we set these properly because there is a lot of stuff that can be planted right now. We need to make sure we're doing the correct thing. So we want to do soybeans. 'Tis April. Let's go over here and let's change you to soybeans. Okay, what else do we need? A little bit of liquid fertilizer, a little more seedage. Seeds? I might not need seeds, but oh, you know what? I might not need liquid fertilizer either. Now that I'm thinking about it, soybeans are very, very like friendly towards fertilizer, if that's the right word. But you don't need a ton of fertilizer. At least I think I'm remembering that properly. I could be completely wrong. We'll find out here in a minute, though. Let's go ahead and get our seeds dealt with, and then I'll grab some fertilizer. Load me up, Scotty. There we go. That was a quick load up. Nice. Can I squeeze through here? Nope. One downside of having an absolutely massive tractor that articulates in the middle is like turning, doing all this stuff. Such a pain in the butt with the John Deere. Slow and steady wins the race, though. We're almost there. Everybody relax. We made it. Okay. Top me up with some liquid fertilizer here, and let's get this baby on the field. Nice. We also do have to lime all these fields, too. I didn't think about that, did I? Maybe I should have done that first. Nah. Let's just get this done. We can always do it later. Let's go ahead and unfurl this bad boy here. Are you unfurling? What's going on back there? There we go. Just takes a little while. I guess its impressive girth is it takes a long time to get it out. All right, nitrogen liquid fertilizer application. No values detected. Nitrogen says bad here, but like I said, I do believe that we don't really need that stuff when it comes to soybeans. Let me just go ahead and let's turn crop sensors on, Alt B. Does this change anything? No, not really. Okay, well, let's just hire someone and we'll let them do their thing. I want to kind of chill here for 1 second, though, and just see, does he start using any liquid fertilizer at all? And away he goes. No, he's using basically no liquid fertilizer. Good, that's what I like to see. All right, let me hop in the next tractor. Let's get the next planter set up. Looks like it's you, Fent. Hope you're ready to go. How's the gas looking? Gas looks good. Mechanical status looks good as well. Let's go ahead and pick up a planter. Let's get a nice little quick connection here. Beautiful. And let's change this to soybeans immediately. So we've got whoa. Can't climb over that wall. We've got 91% seeds and 0% fertilizer. I will just fill this up with fertilizer, even though I think it doesn't need it. Just, just cause. Why not? It doesn't hurt. If I ever end up doing something that does need fertilizer, then it's in there. May as well put some more seeds in there as well. Oh, so much easier to back up with this thing. Wish the John Deere could be like this. Okay. Nice little liquid fertilizer fill up here, and we are good to go. On to the next field. All right, here is field number 2 that our Fent will be handling. Let's, whoa, we're fishtailing there a little bit. Interesting, wasn't expecting that, but okay, it is what it is. Let me just make sure, yep, we got some motion in the ocean. Okay, time to hop in our next tractor and let this guy start his work. And it looks like it's the case. Big Blue is over at our tree farm, which we are we're definitely gonna have to go get that actually. I think I'm probably gonna need a tractor or maybe the semi to deal with the slurry stuff. I'm not 100% sure. Where am I going? Not 100% sure what I need for that. So I don't know. Both options are open. We could do either. Really doesn't matter. And another quick little connect. Oh, look at this one. It's already got seeds and fertilizer in it. You know what? I think we're just going to change this to soybeans and we're going to go. The field this one's going to is actually not that massive. So I think that's plenty of stuff for this one. Let me just navigate my way out of here. This is very, very awkward with this giant machine behind me here. Not the easiest thing in the world. All right, we're out. How's our John Deere doing over there? He's doing John Deere things, just a little butt wiggle. Other than that, though, he's getting some work done. Oh, geez, what a weird turn right here. Am I good? Are we gonna have problems here? No, yep, yes, no. Okay, that sign's gonna go, but that's fine. We made it. Now, this is the next obstacle that we's gonna cut through here. I never want to go the long way around. Come on, baby. We got this. Don't get stuck. We're good. Okay. Whew. Made it out to the field. There's our fallow field over there that we're just leaving. It's so depressing with nothing on it, don't you think? Let's get this going over here. We got motion. We got motion. Good. Okay. So that is step number 1 complete. We have our tractors going on the fields. They're going to be planting this with... Whoa. Hang on. Okay, I did change it to soybeans. I got really nervous there for a second. All right, so we got soybeans going on everything. Now, we need to look into moving some slurry, and I think that the gals also probably need some more food. So that is our next step. That's our next destination. And you know what? I suppose we're probably going to need to figure out what we need to move the slurry tanker as well. So let's go into the shop here, and we need to look for slurry transport. If there is such, yes, there is such a category. All right, so only 4 options. Why is this one 95,000? Moves 30 meters cubed. Okay, this one's 52, moves 21. This one's 42, but it moves 65,000 liters. This thing would be able to move half of the slurry we have, over half of the slurry we have in a single trip, and that's actually quite amazing. What is going on with this thing, though? I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so it looks like it has hydraulics that let it go down, and I'm assuming go up as well. I hope. I'm dragging it on the ground like that the whole time. That is not going to be good. I mean, I kind of have to assume that this has a transport position of some sort. If not, that's going to be an issue, but we're just going to have to assume it does. Let's see, colors. Ooh, give me something like, give me a bright red or so. Oh, whoa. All right, that's a little too red for my taste. Hang on. What about like that? No. What about orange? You know what? Kubota orange. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to go with that right there. $42,500. Now, as far as the connection goes, that certainly looks like something that you can connect to just a regular old tractor. It's got the hydraulic hoses. And look, there's hydraulic hoses there too. So that's got to raise up. And over here, this is the business end. You don't want to be standing here when this thing gets into action, man. Okay, let's go ahead and buy this thing. 42,500. Hopefully it works like I'm thinking it's going to work, but we're just going to have to find out. I need Big Blue, which is over by the tree farm, so let's hop over there. Speaking of our tree farm, any action? No, no action. Still baby saplings. That's fine, though. How we doing over here, Big Blue? Keeping guard. Oh, and wait a second. There's our field service vehicle. Okay, this is the other one that we have to come back for later to put the toolbox in. All right, let's hop into our tractor here. Our incredibly dirty tractor. Jeez, man. Can I start you up? Are you attached back there? No, you're not attached. Okay, beautiful. Let's go pick up our slurry transport. Let's see what this thing's all about. And which way am I going? That way. Over there. I keep forgetting where places are on my farm. It's like I've got things everywhere, just all over the map. It's ridiculous. All right, there's the slurry transport. Man, look at this thing. It is massive. Am I going to have issues pulling this? Interesting. Well, you know what? Let me actually check this thing out before I hook up to it. So we've got two little nozzles there. Guessing you load in through there. Or you would think you would load in somewhere like up top, no? I guess not. I guess you load bottom up. Over here, definitely like hydraulics or something. Oh, yeah. Look at that. There's like a piston of some sort or just a hydraulic whatever thing. I can't remember the name of it right now. Wait a second. Oh, maybe that. What's that for? Like a little stink tube or something that just pushes the stink up? I don't know. Let's look up to this thing and see if we could actually fold this up and make it work. It's going to be so weird. Okay, we are officially... Oh, look at that. And it just like, it raises itself up. Oh, cool. Now, can I do anything? No? Okay, I can't do anything with it. I can't lower it manually on my own. It's just disconnect, it lowers, connect, it raises up. You raise me up. Okay. Beautiful. Let's get it over to the gals and let's see what this whole slurry thing is all about. I'm curious to see what the slurry is going to look like in here, because the slurry is like, it's a bunch of gross stuff, right? So is it going to look really gross? I don't know. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Do I load in this? I know I load the milk in over here. Do I load the slurry? No. Why would you load the slurry in by the milk part? That makes zero sense. We got to pull it around. Pretty sure the slurry is going to be over on that side over yonder. That looks like it right there. And that makes much more sense that it's going to actually fill out of a little spout and just shoot it in. And okay, it just looks like mud or something, right? Doesn't look like anything super gross. So, okay. Well, it is what it is. Let's take some stinking slurry over to our biogas plant as soon as we get this bad boy filled up. And there we go. We got 65,000 liters of slurry. Tractor feels a little bit slow, but actually not as bad as I was assuming it would be. Okay, we could do this. I was having severe doubts that Big Blue would be able to handle this. We were going to have to swap out for the John Deere, but no, Big Blue can handle it just fine. And speaking of our John Deere, looks like he's putting in lots and lots of work over there. He's about, I'd say, almost halfway done with that field. Nice. What about over here? Yeah, putting in work over there too. Man, these things are flying by. Oh, slowing down is not the quickest thing in the world, though. Ooh, boy, took a long time to stop there. I just figured I would test it out for future reference, for scientific purposes. Okay, here's the biogas plant. I actually want to weigh this thing, so we're going to go in this entrance. I want to see how much 65,000 liters of slurry actually weighs. Let's go ahead and pull it onto the scale. Can I stop, please? Back it up, right there. Let's hop out. Where's the scale? Over on this side. Okay. 10,668 of some unknown form of measurement right there. Interesting. I'm assuming kilograms, kg. I have no idea. I don't think it's pounds, but it may be. Who knows? Let's go ahead and load this stuff in. I think I put it in here, if I'm not mistaken. This is where the silage goes in, I believe. Whoa. Wow, I just barely clipped that thing and it sent me sprawling like nuts. That's how much weight I got in this thing. Let's go ahead and try and back it up to this and see if this is actually the spot. I'm not getting any sort of prompt here. Maybe there's another spot somewhere around there. Oh, hang on. Hold the phone. We got something over here. And this looks like some sort of underground storage tank. I'm assuming this is going to be it. Let's just get somewhere close. No? What? Dude, where does the friggin' slurry go? Okay, this has got me worried now. If it doesn't go there, and it doesn't go to that other spot, there's one more spot over here. It's got to be this. If it ain't this, we're in trouble. Please be this. Oh, yes. We got the dump notification. Okay. Get this stuff out of my truck here. Get you in there. While you're doing that, we are going to save the game. Perfect timing. And then we're going to go in here. Biogas plant. We need to turn slurry on and look at it fill up. Oh, it can only hold 100,000 liters? Wow, why did I think it could hold much, much more than that? We're going to keep that on selling, and we're going to activate that bad boy. So now we have silage and slurry both going to town for us on a regular basis here. Nice. How we looking? There we go. There's all of our slurry. Let's go make trip number 2. Get the last of our slurry over here into our biogas plant. Look at this giant bunker I have over here. I should probably use this. Maybe I'll do like an old-fashioned silage production. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One day. Just bring a whole batch load of grass over there. That might be fun to do. All right, we should be all loaded up, ready for trip number 2. 36,000 liters this time. Should be much, much easier to handle this load. And here we are with load number 2. Start offloading here. Did I pass the point? No, I did not. Beautiful. Okay, well, this should exactly empty our tank here and fill this up. I think... Yeah, you know what? I'll drive this all the way back to our water buffalo barn, and we'll just leave it over there. I don't really think I have space for... Whoa, whoa, what? 829? 28? Okay, I guess we had 1% left over. That must have been what the water buffalo produced in the time that it took me to drive over here. You know what? I'll leave it in there. Why not? It's not like anything else has to go in this truck, so... Yeah, we'll leave 821 liters of slurry in there. Let's go ahead and drive this bad boy back. I'm going to leave it literally right where the slurry like exits the water buffalo pen, and that'll kind of be just where this thing lives. Look at this. Looks like we got our first field completely done. That's great news. It means we can move that tractor onto something else. Actually, we need to lime that field. What am I talking about? That's what we're going to move on to next, is we're going to set up our limer, have him start going to town on whatever field is done, which happens to be the one right next to us. Let's just get right in here, not drive too far into the water. And you know what? I'm going to back this up a little bit better so it's kind of right out of the way and under there. Perfect. We'll leave you right there. And I don't think that thing will fill on its own. Would be nice if it did that, right? But yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Okay, we need to go and grab our self-propelled spreader. That thing's got to get moved over onto this field. But before we can actually do that, I got to go ahead and move that tractor and planter out of there too. So let's go park up Big Blue, and we'll hop in that guy and bring it back over to our custom yard. Let's pull Big Blue right into here. And perfect. Shut you down. And I actually think that... door? Open? There we go. Door didn't want to open for a second. I'm going to close door. There we go. I'm going to take the self-propelled spreader over there right now. I'm just going to make sure it's full. What do we got in here? A little bit of lime. All right, we're going to need much, much more than that. So we'll fill this guy up, and then we'll get it started on the field before we move the other one back. We'll just do like a quick hot swap when we get there. Let's see. Do I have lime over here? I should, right? Yeah, we got... not that much lime, but I suppose that'll do. All right, there we go. 8,000 liters of lime. Let's head over to our field. Okay, let's get over here. And, oh, it doesn't look like it needs too much in terms of pH, but a little bit never hurt anybody, right? Let's go ahead and get a worker started on this. Let me just hop out. And I don't know where you're going. I'm not going to worry about it, though. We need to jump over here real quick and get into our planter. And there he goes. Look at him go. Wow, such an impressive like spread there. So big. Now look at this. Our nitrogen, perfect. 50 out of 0. We're over nitrogenated. Let's see how much we actually used in terms of liquid fertilizer. Like 0. 1%. Fire this bad boy up. Get you folded and put away. Okay, let's see if I can get this backed in here. This is a bit of a tight squeeze. Last time I just drove it through. I didn't actually have to back anything up. A bit of a different story this time. Okay, perfect. Start, run into the wall. And let's go ahead and cut it real hard. We got to fit 3 of these guys in here. This is going to be semi-tight squeeze for sure. And okay, let me try that again. Straighten it out. Oh, jeez. This is this is going to be not the best job of the world here. Let's try this one more time. Squeeze it in if we can. There we go. That should work out much better that time. Cut it, cut it. Oh, why didn't I cut it? All right, that'll have to do. I can't spend all day on this. Looks like we got another one done as well. Let's see, who is it? Oh, it's our far field. Okay, perfect. Let's get this one put away next. So once we get this one put away, that means the only thing we have left out is the John Deere. And that one might be a little bit longer just because it's such a big field. So while that's going, I do actually have something else that I do need to do.
Meanwhile.
Oh, this guy, really? Really? You don't see me turning? You gotta turn right there. Traffic. I don't know why I don't just turn traffic off. It's driving me nuts. Got a good feeling this time, guys. I think we're gonna get this on the first try. Oh yeah, look at that. Snug as a bug in a rug. Detach. Beautiful. First time, every time. And we'll just park this guy right here. Let's go check on our John Deere real quick. And since we're here, how's this guy doing? Oh, he's making short work of this field. Beautiful. And it looks like our John Deere is on the headlands too. Nice, very, very nice. We're breezing through this. I think I'm going to chill here for 1 second with this guy. Just wait until he's done, because we're going to move him right onto the next field as soon as he is. And that's right now. Beautiful. And here's the next field. Let's go ahead and get this engaged. He should be done with this in like no time flat. This is going to be crazy. Now, while this is doing this, I actually need to go start mowing some grass, because I do want to get some more silage made for the biogas plant as well, since we're kind of on that whole kick. So I got to go find my self-propelled mower. I think I know where it is. And 'tis right here. Beautiful. Can I hop in you? Yep, no problem. Okay, I'm going to try and, I was going to say mow this whole thing. Yeah, we're just going to mow this whole thing once, like right now. I don't see any point in like mowing once and then like waiting to mow again and like double dipping. No, we're just going to do it once. See if we can unfurl everything at once. Oh yeah, we can. Let's go, baby. And engage the mowing. We're going to try and breeze through this as fast as we can, but it is a pretty big grass field, so it's going to take us a little while. And lower this. Lower this, I said. All right, I guess I have to lower it manually. You know what? Fine. We'll just do it manually. Okay, and away we go. Let's do this.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
All right, we're making pretty good headway on our grass meadow here, but I actually need to pause this for a minute. So let me shut this bad boy down. So our spreader has been sitting not working on a new field for a long time, because I've just been kind of zoning out here and doing, like, I don't know how many bales this is, hundreds? At least 100 I think we're gonna do here. So we gotta go take care of our spreader, get it moved over, and I did see that it missed a big patch on the field directly ahead of us here that we're gonna have to go back over again. Okay, how's this field looking? We got some spots, but you know what? Those spots aren't terrible. I may as well. All right, let me just turn this bad boy on. We'll go ahead and cover these real fast, because why not? We're here. May as well do it. But the big one, the big offender, is on the other fields, which I'm going to show you guys. It's like so big. I don't know how this thing just completely missed like a whole portion of the field. It's kind of ludicrous. Here's the field here, and look at this giant spot. This guy just said, yeah, you know what? I think I'll just take a little break for a while. We'll just leave this spot here. It's like, what? What the heck, man? Let me see. Can I get some steering assist? Yeah, that's literally like a whole row. I don't know what was going on here, but we'll take care of it ourselves. Not too big of a deal. We do have a giant spreader here, and just like that, it'll pretty much be done now. Okay. Oh boy. All right, this is the field we got to move this guy onto, though. This one may take it a little bit longer, but to be fair, the pH on all these fields, like, wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. So we probably could have, I don't know, maybe even gotten away without having to lime at all. But I'd rather lime, you know? Let me just get everything going. We're going through all this effort to actually do all this, so I may as well, like, do it to the max, right? Let's go ahead and move our John Deere off this field real quick. Our extremely muddy John Deere. Look at this, man. Working in the rain. It's not very nice on your equipment. What can I say? This one's gonna be a pain in the butt to park. I could already tell already, just with the weird motion of the John Deere. I may just pull it in and swap to like a regular tractor to do this. I think that might be the way to go. That'll make things easier on me. All right, we'll swing this guy right into position there, drop it. Let's go park our John Deere real quick, like so. Very nice. And what do I want to use to move this thing? I think I'm going to use the New Holland, some blue on blue action here. How are you looking? This is probably like one of our cleaner ones. Wait, why are you? I could have swore the New Holland was dirtier after we planted all those trees. Huh, interesting. Did it get cleaner somehow? I don't know how that would happen. Maybe the rain? I don't think the rain actually gets things clean though. Oh well, it'll just have to be a mystery. Kind of seems like the rain should clean things, right? That would make sense, or at least clean them a little bit. Okay, this is gonna be our tightest one yet, I feel. Let's see. Yeah, I did it a little too close to that wall. Can I just back it straight up? Oh, I got no room to maneuver though. Wait. It's so close to the other one. You know what? Let's adjust that a teensy bit. We're on the right track there though. Now we got it. There we go. And in you go, like a glove. Beautiful. And back to your spot you go. All right, well, I'm gonna let this guy finish up doing this field. This should be pretty quick. I've made massive fields in the past, but it's time to take on my most ambitious project to date. We are going to be making a field that absolutely dwarfs anything I have made in the past. I'm Hugz. Welcome back to the Mega Farm. All right, field creation day. It's time for a new field. It's just, I'm ready for it, guys. It's been a while since we've made anything new, and I want to take on like a big project, but it's going to take a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of patience on my end. Oh, patience is something I don't have a whole lot of, but we're gonna get through it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be the best thing I've ever made when all is said and done. So, before we can do that, we gotta make the money. Let me show you the area that we're gonna be working with over here. I've combed through all the remaining fields, and there are some really good ones to go ahead and make some big fields, but a lot of them don't have the best expected yield potential, except for one area right over here, field 87 and 88. So here we've got 110 expected yield potential, and here we've got 110 as well, but look at the size of these properties. Absolutely massive. 87 in particular goes all the way up here. It's absolutely insane. It even goes further if I zoom in. Look at this. It goes all the way up here. So I want to turn this entire thing into a field. This entire thing, basically. Everything but the water right here. That has to stay, unfortunately. So what we're looking at price-wise, $755,000 bucks for 87. That is a pricey piece of land right there. Number 88, 357,000. We've only got 606,000 right now. We're not even close. So we need to make that money. We need to make it as fast as possible because we also did go ahead and plant a ton of soybeans, which are going to be soybeaning themselves all the way up. And I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. But there's soybeans and they're going to be growing soon. I want to get all our stuff done before that happens. So I've got my buffalo. I think I want to check on them first, make sure they have food and they are good to go. Then we can go ahead and move on to the next thing and hopefully be making our money real quick here. What tractor do I want to use today? I think we'll go with the Fent. Why not? I feel like the Fent is probably the one I don't use as much as the others. And I like the Fent, so let's use it. Oh yeah, I do have massive amounts of grass bales that I have to move also. I can't forget about that. We got to get that over to the biogas plant today, so that thing is pumping out money for us too. But let's worry about this first. I'm going to pull in here. I'm immediately going to grab, I think, hay, because I'm pretty sure... Oh, that's right. Hay is not in this one. But we'll grab straw from this one. We'll do straw first. I'm pretty sure that hay and at least silage are going to be low for these gals, and we got to get that stuff filled up ASAP. All right, we got our straw. Let's pull over here. Which one is straw? Middle. And we'll do a quick little backup here. Very nice. Start dumping the straw. All right, there we go. About half a load in. Not bad at all. Let's go. Let's do hay next because we are severely low on hay. Now, the buffalo do still have TMR, I'm pretty sure. So they're not completely out to the point where they're no longer producing. But if I let it go for much longer, that would be some bad news. And here you could even see still 24,362 liters of TMR. So they're doing A-OK over there. All right, straw is dumped. Let's go ahead and pick up some hay next. 847,000 liters in here. Oh boy, we're not running out of hay anytime soon. All right, let's go ahead and take a little hay dump in here. We were completely out, so we definitely needed this for sure. You gonna take a full load? No, I always have like 500 liters left, right? Yep, 500 liters on the dot. All right, just silage left to go, and probably mineral feed too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that as well, aren't I? All right, well, let's get the silage first. We'll worry about that later. How much silage? Oh, 749,000 liters. I forgot how much stuff I actually made over here. Incredible amounts of everything. If only I could get it to automatically go in the hoppers over there. Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be the dream. All right, let's dump out our silage, and we're almost there. Might take all the silage we have in here too. If I'm remembering correctly, you can definitely put more silage than any other product. Let's see. Yep, full silage load. We got to go back for load number 2. Before I go over there though, let me just hop out right here. Why not? Let's check, see how much mineral feed we got. 27,000. You know what? We don't need to get more mineral feed at all. That's plenty mineral feed. One more load of silage will do us, though. All right, there we go. We are full up on silage. Beautiful. So now that this is done, all we got to do, I think we got to move a little bit of milk over, but then we're good. We can go ahead and just chillax, I believe, for at least for a couple months, actually until next month, which is May, and that's when we're going to sell a product that we have, I believe clothing. Yeah, May is definitely clothing month. So, okay, we only got to rest for 1 month. Nay, I am completely wrong. I got to move all these bales first. Crap, forgot about that. Okay, let me dump this silage, then we'll go hop in our semi.
A few inches later.
Silage has been dumped. Let's go ahead and disconnect this over here, and time to go pick up the old semi. All right, Mr. Fed, you are going to get parked right here, and let's go swap over to the semi real quick. Should be charged up and ready to go. I feel like I've had this thing charging forever. How we doing here? Yep, we are good to go. All right, I think I want to take, I think I'm going to take my red trailer. That one can hold more bales. Even though the other one looks a little bigger, I got to adjust the auto load pickup on there before I use that again. So let's take this one just to be real quick, and let's move all these bales. Oh, this is so many bales. I'm out of my mind when I do this stuff. All right, this is probably going to take me like 3 trips, I think, at least. So I am going to get to work here. All right, load number 1 picked up, on its way. 195,000 liters of grass here. Insane. Let's go ahead and unstrap and load these in nice and slow. All right, beautiful. Well, I got many more trips to go. I'm gonna get to work. All right, last load coming in here. I kind of lost track how many trips I made. I think it was maybe 5, 6, something like that. Let's see, how much did we get in here? We got 964,000 liters of grass. That should keep our biogas plant fed for a nice long time. Hopefully it churns out lots and lots of money. And by the way, the biogas plant has definitely been a big money maker for us. As long as I keep it filled up with silage, it's just pumping out money left and right. So that is now everything that we had to do. So we can go ahead and chill till next month. We are going to go ahead and sell some clothes in May. That should be a nice chunk of change right there, too.
2,000 years later.
Well, good morning. We have finally made it to May, and it's time for us to go ahead and sell some clothes. And my goodness, look at this. It's not raining out anymore. It's a freaking Christmas miracle. Well, I guess it's not Christmas, but it's a springtime miracle. Absolutely amazing. How are our fields looking over here? We got soybeans growing up. Yeah, we do, baby. We also got weeds. We gotta take care of that. Oh, boy. I think, do I take care of the weeds now? No, we'll take care of them at a later, but what we gotta do now is go grab our semi, sell some clothes, baby. It's been a while since I've made some good money, and today is the day. We've also made, oh boy, about $161,000 from our biogas plant and all of our other productions that we got going on, which is absolutely beautiful. Clothing is gonna be the big one though. So let's head on over to our old farm. We got our button shop over there. Hopefully we got a nice big old load of clothes waiting for us. Oh, look at this cool building too. I feel like I've drove past this 100 times and I never really stopped to look at it. Cool. I gotta pay a little more attention to like and pay a little more attention to the road because that's my turd right there. But I was saying, I gotta pay a little more attention to like the details on the map sometimes. There's so many little details that you could just easily like pass right by because you're just too busy worried about making money or, you know, plowing your field or whatever you're doing. All right, here's our little fancy button factory. What do we got going on over here? We've got a couple pallets right here. Let's start loading this stuff up. I know it's going to be spitting out a bunch more. How much more exactly? Oh, 26,954 liters left in there. So we got a bunch more to go. Nice. Is that it? That's it. 34,000 liters. All right, where do we sell this stuff? I'm going to guess the farmer's market, but you never know. I could be wrong. Here's clothing and yep, farmer's market. Okay, let's go. How's our little road doing over here? Feels like I made this so long ago. Incredible. I still love my little road though. One thing I don't miss about going this way is a stupid curb. Didn't do it that time, but I used to have such a terrible time going over that thing. And there is ye olde farmer's market. I hope you got a big old wad of cash because we got lots and lots of clothes and this stuff sells for a fortune. Oh my goodness. $688,000 plus $83,000 for environmental score bonus. That is insane. Puts us at what, 1.5 million? That's good. That'll get us our fields, but we can't stop there. We need to sell more. I need more money because I'm probably going to have to buy some machinery in order to accomplish what I need to do. So, when's our next time to sell? Let's see. It looks like it's going to be in October. That's when we could sell some mozzarella cheese and a little goat gorgonzola. That's a couple months away. So, time to head on back to the house. Lay the old head down on the pillow for a little bit longer.
Several months later.
Holy moly, we have made it to October. And let me tell you guys, a lot has gone on in the months between when we last saw each other and now. I had to weed some fields, I had to move some milk, I had to shovel stuff into the buffalo pens. Yeah, a lot has happened. A lot of little, like, you know, just basic tasks that I have to do on the farm while we wait for the, you know, important things to happen. But we are ready to go ahead and sell some cheese. Yes, lots and lots of cheese, actually. Got the goat gorgonzola, and we got the buffalo mozzarella. I gotta think of a cool name for the buffalo mozzarella. The goat gorgonzola just rolls off the tongue. Buffalo mozzarella, not so much. But let's go ahead and jump in our semi. We should have everything hooked up in here waiting for us. Let's go pick up some cheese. All right, we are all hooked up, and oh boy, look at our soybean field. Oh man, we got 3 of those. That's gonna be nice when it's time for us to harvest. I mean, it's ready right now. We could, if we wanted to, do it right. Oh no. Oh wow. I almost I gotta pay attention. Oh yeah, we could do it right now, but yeah, that's like a whole process in its own. So we are obviously not doing that right now. But I should have much more mozzarella than I normally have because I have been on those freaking buffalo like flies on you know what. Yeah, I've been making sure that every little ounce of milk gets pumped out into our little milk factory over there, and we should have lots and lots of pallets to pick up. I'm definitely gonna have to make a lot of trips here because I've got so much goat cheese. The goat gorgonzola has built up so much. I had to actually unload the whole factory and just leave it on the side of the road. So we probably got like 3 trips just in goat cheese, and then whatever we have here, this is all going to be its own trip as well. So let me load up the mozzarella and let's see what we get. Okay, 18,000 liters. Might not seem like much, but it's much. It's tremendous. That's a lot of milk. Okay, let's, you know what? Let's check. You never know. We got to check and see where we got to actually sell this stuff. Show me the buffalo mozzarella. And there it is. So we need to go to farmer's market. Supermarket. Whoa, supermarket. Hello. Let me tag this place. I hardly ever go to the supermarket. And wait a second. Is the supermarket going to be for the goat gorgonzola too? Hang on. Oh, it is, but just barely. You know what? I'm still going to go to the farmer's market for the goat stuff because it's such a short trip. It's literally right there. Makes no sense for me to go, you know, a further distance for like $10 more. That makes no sense. All right, let's get over here. Let's sell some cheese. All right, supermarket. Let's see how super you really are. Give me some good prices here. $263,000 bucks plus $32,000 from our buffalo mozzarella. Absolutely amazing. Let's go see what we can get with our goat cheese now. Oh, and by the way, if you guys are surprised about the amount of money I have right now, you shouldn't be. Because like I said, the biogas plant working its butt off, it went through all that silage, all the grass we put in there, gone. I've also got greenhouses working overtime in the background, doing their thing. We've got tremendous passive income going on right now. It is stupendous. Enough about that, though. Show me some goat cheese. Oh, yeah, we've got our big stack on the left there. That's the one that I had to just offload to make room. I guess we'll take that one first. I mean, sure, may as well. Makes sense. Stop right there, start loading this stuff up. Oh, you know what? I should have came in from the other way. Now I gotta drive over the grass. This is not gonna be pleasant for me. Yeah. Whew. Okay, All right, we're in for a trip here, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a trip. Okay, one load of goat cheese coming in super slow. This is the worst road on like the whole game. I don't know why, I just go so slow over it with the semi. Every other road, it's fine. This one, nope. All right, here we go. Let's unstrap and, oh baby, $425,000. We're over 3 million. Absolutely insane. We still have more cheese to sell too. Okay. I'm getting excited. Let me go do our next load. Let's see what we finally land at when all's said and done. All right, last load coming in hot. Some hot goat milk. Sounds, I don't know how that sounds. But 3,427,999 we ended up with. We just sold that load for 265,000. Incredible. Let's go put this truck away because now we have plenty of money to go ahead and buy what we need to buy. Yeah, nice little parking job right here. Beautiful. All right, now that we got our money, time to get down to business. So 87 and 88, that's what we're looking to get right here. $755,000. That's one piece of land. That's so much money. We have a lot of money though, so I can't be too upset. All right, let's get that one. Oh baby, we're adding to our property. I love this. And number 2. Oh yeah, we still have 2.3 million left. That's plenty. That is plenty. Yeah, let's just scope this land out. So we've got our water body right here, water obstacle. Then we've got lots and lots of trees that we got to take care of. How far down do the trees go? Okay, that's the end of our property. Can we buy anything else down this way? No, I guess that's the end of the world. You go down there, you just fall off the edge. You know what? Let's shoot on over there and let's just kind of get a bird's eye view of things, see what we're looking at. All right, here we are. What is going on here? This is weird. This must be hail damage, I'm assuming. And it's freshly plowed. Nice. So we got nothing on this field. Field number 87. What about over here? What do we got over here? Red beets. Yeah, right. Like I'm doing red beets. But those are the fields themselves. That's like a very small piece of what we actually need to go ahead and do to make our absolutely massive field. So let me give you guys like a super bird's eye view real quick. Oh yeah. Looks different from up here. So, over yonder, let me zip over here real quick. All these trees gotta go. That area over there, that's also gonna be part of the field. And all these trees right here gotta go as well. Because this field extends basically all the way around, all the way up to the main road. See that? All the way to this edge over here. Yeah, that's a lot of trees that gotta go. And if there's any really big trees, I would kind of like to get them over to our sawmill and put them to good use. So I may have to end up buying like a big forwarder or something that can handle that sort of thing. So yeah, as you can see, we got our work cut out for us. I think first step, let me go grab ye olde mulcher. Let's just start going to town on these trees. I'm gonna cut everything that's not a big tree. They're all going. And I think for this job, we're gonna take the fence. That's right. Oh, and I rearranged my tractors red, white, blue. Just how I like it. Let's go. Let's go. Me and you, Fint, we're gonna go tear down some trees. Unfortunately, my mulcher and the weight are way across. Literally the opposite side of the map we have to drive to right now to get the equipment we need. Incredible. Geez, now as I'm thinking about this, I gotta try and transport massive trees all the way across the map. That's not gonna be fun. That's not gonna be fun at all. There's gonna be a lot of them too. Well, we'll just mulch what we can, and we'll see what we got left over when we're done. If there's too many, and it's going to be a lot of trips, I don't know. Oh my goodness, and look at our trees. Oh, hang on, hold. Whoa. Okay, these guys have not grown at all for some reason, but these guys over here, what the heck, man? You guys shot up like nobody's business. Our beautiful American elms. I love it so much. They're 8 meters. Why aren't you growing at all? What the heck, man? And I planted these later than these. Whatever. All right, I'm sure they'll grow eventually on their own. Let's go pick up the equipment we need, get back over to our new land. Can I hook up to my weight from this side, please? Please? Nope, wrong side. All right, we'll grab the mulcher first. One quick little connection. And the last piece of the pie over here. All right, we're all set. Look at us. We're ready to go. All right, time to drive all the way across the map. Oh, truck there. Whoops. Forgot about you. Sorry, buddy. We'll go through the tunnel. You know what? Trip's actually not as bad as I thought. For some reason, I I assumed that our land was like way far apart, but our tree farm's literally right back there down this road. So that's actually not too bad. I digress though. Now to the task at hand. Let's go ahead and fire this. No, not drop you down. Let's fire this bad boy up and victim number 1. Oh man, you didn't disappear? Come on, that's my favorite part when the tree just like zips out of existence. All right, we'll just let this one mulch. Next one though, Mr. Aspen, you're about to disappear, right? Yes, we did it. Okay. All right, I've got so many trees to go here. Oh boy. And I feel like a lot of them are going to just go down like this, nice and slow. Suppose it's better than the alternative, though, of manually cutting them all down with a chainsaw. So I've got no problem doing this whatsoever. Now that I'm in here, too, looking around, there's a lot of big trees in here. This is, yeah, this is a thing. Okay, there's a lot more, like, deciduous trees than I had thought for some reason. I thought we were going to have a lot more conifers, but no. All right, little progress update. It looks like I've gotten every small tree in this first initial area. And this is like one area of, I believe, like 3 that we have to go through. So that's a start. 1/3, not bad. But I got to start worrying about these trees. I got to start knocking these down. Now, I'm pretty sure that some are going to just disappear. Others, like that one right there, are not. They're just going to do that and fall over. So I don't know, maybe it would be nice. Oh boy, we're gonna have a lot of trees in here. Okay, I just gotta go through. I'm gonna disappear what I can, and the rest I'll just lay down, or at least chop standing up like that. And then I don't know, we're gonna have to figure out. Yeah, there we go, nice disappear. We're disappear. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with these things, how we're gonna move these. Because that ain't going to be easy. That's going to be like a whole big job in its own.
One eternity later.
All right, here we go. Final tree in this batch. Is this going to disappear or are you going to fall? It's kind of funny. Most of the big trees, as you can see, they just zapped out of existence. They just completely disappeared, and I was left with a lot of these smaller trees. But this one right here and that one right there, they managed to stick around, so we'll be able to use those for some nice delicious wood. Now we still do have this whole area over here all the way down to some point over there, which I got to figure out. But before I actually work on that, I need to work on a way to get all these trees and those trees that I cut down all the way over to our sawmill. This is going to be a crazy trip carrying all these trees. Which way is it? I believe it's all the way that way down that road. So it's not terrible, but it ain't great either. So let's take a look-see in here and see what we want to grab. Now, I've had a lot of experience using these things, but it has been a while. So I can tell you right off the bat, the one I usually would use is, oh boy, it's not even in there. Hang on. I'm pretty sure it was this guy right here. Let me take a good look. Yep, this is the one. It should have a winch in there, right there, but I remember it having a plate. Hold on, it's not that one, it's something very similar. Here it is, this guy right here. I've used this to move many trees. The winch, extremely powerful, 15 tons. That's a bunch of trees it can hold right there. I do also have a couple modded variants here that may work a little bit better for us. You know what? Before I commit to one of these, let's just do something real quick. Let me go over to one of the bigger trees and see how much this thing weighs. So whoa, I must have knocked into it. Timber! All right, we're looking at 1.3 tons for this tree. I'm assuming that will probably be similar, and we should be able to hook up at least 3 trees to our winch. So that's, man, okay, that'll work. That'll definitely work. I could also just go with like a heavy-duty winch, like this one right here, 8.6 tons. But I know in the future we're going to be getting some bigger trees. Definitely going to want something with a little more power. I think we're just going to stick with this guy. This is tried and true for me. I've used it a ton in the past. And yeah, I think it'll just be easier to go that way. So $325,000 bucks. We're going to be using this for this project. Plus, we have a whole tree farm that in the future we'll be using it for as well. So we may as well get it. Oh, baby, let's go. All right, I'm going to go pick this up from the shop. Oh, there she is, silhouetted against the sun. So beautiful. I love this big like tree claw here. Absolutely amazing. We got to do a cab tour of this thing. How are we looking here? All right, we're pointing that way right now. There's the back end, the business end of things. We got all sorts of things in here. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, check that out. There's a screen that shows the claw, but does it really show the claw? Because the claw is not in that particular orientation there. Okay, interesting. What else? We just have our seat with all of our controls. Radio, check. AC, check. I'm in, man. Let's go get this thing over. Let's start picking up some trees, hauling them over. Oh, and it's one of these, too. Loves to articulate. John Deere loves their articulating tractors and machines. You know this thing? Whoa, what the heck? What? Oh, my goodness. I have no idea what just happened there. I was about to say, you know what this thing looks like? An earwig with its nasty little tail in the back. I hate earwigs so much. I want to see if I could, like, pick up a car with this thing. That would be amazing if I could just steal one of these guys, try to zip past me. Come with me now. All right, here's our area dead ahead. We got to knock some of these trees over. I should just be able to drive into them like so. Yep, there we go. Oh, maybe I won't even need to winch these up. We'll just take a ride on top. Let's get all of them knocked over, and then we can start to grab them one by one, or actually 3 by 3. Definitely not 1 by 1. Yeah, the last one. There we go. Okay, I guess we'll start with this one right here. Since, oh, whoa. Hang on. How did I forget you? Do I have a chainsaw? Sure do. Let's take care of this one real quick. Should just disappear on its own, like so. Any more of those? Oh, there might be one right over there. How did I miss those? I guess because all the like bushy area and whatnot, but they're tiny. I could worry about them later. For now, I'm worrying about the big guys. So let's back right up to this thing here. Should be able to reach my winch like so. And come on, give me view on you, just like that. All right, beautiful. And I can control the winch from here also, which is very, very nice. So we'll leave it right there. And if I want to, I can grab it with this thing and raise it up. Oh, yeah, amazing. Look, it's like not even on the ground now. All right, we got to grab 2 more trees, and then we'll be set for our first trip here. All right, there's number 2. I just dragged it over, I'm pretty sure. Yep, here's another one right here. Let's grab onto you, and let's fire up the old winch. Get this thing dragged over right next to its little friends here. And perfect. Okay, now we're just going to attach all 3 of these together, and away we go. If I could just get in here. There's 1, and there's 2. Perfect. What if I winch this up a little more? Nope, that might have been too much. Let's back off a little bit. All right, there we go. That should be good. Let's drive forward, and I am going to grip all these. This is going to be amazing right here. Down we go, and let's just grab all these guys here like so, and up. Okay, we're ready for our first trip. Let's do this, man. All right, made it over. I see a little chink in the armor over here, though. I did not leave nearly enough room down the middle here for anything coming in. That's unfortunate, but luckily these lodge poles have not really grown, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Let's go right in there, though, and sell the wood. Beautiful. First trip complete. 6,905 liters of wood. Okay, got to do that a whole bunch more times. All right, here's load number 2, and I realized I can actually carry 4 trees, not 3. So my last load, I should have had 1 more. I actually would have been done if I did, but you know, it is what it is. Can I grab you? Get you out of here. I don't want just 1 chunk sitting in here. Get out of here, buddy. I have literally 1 tree left to go pick up, and then that is it for that whole little section. And then all we got left is the big one, the big section. Final tree here. Snap it on. On you go. And let's pick you up. Raise me up. There we go. And give me a little grip on this thing here. There we go. Okay. Let's get this guy over to our sawmill. This is literally the last tree in this whole area. We've deforested everything. Oh, look at that. We've got some furniture over there. Sweet. Let's get this last tree in, though. Out we go, and in. Oh, that feels so good. Well, I would say we are about halfway done on this little project here. We've still got all those trees to cut down. We've got to move them over to our sawmill. and then we get to do the actual field creation. Well, hello there. I'm Hugz. Welcome to the Mega Farm. It is construction day around these parts. We've got a lot to do. I recently started construction on this whole field area here, which is going to be massive. And today we've got to complete the job. We've got trees to cut down. We've got fields to plow in. We've got a lot of stuff to do, so no time to waste. We've got so much time and so little... Wait a second, that's not how it goes. We've got so much to do, so little time. So, first thing I need to really sink my teeth into is this whole forest over here. Oh my goodness, there's so many trees over there. Let's start with this little one over here, shall we? Let me get the old mulcher going and... Yeah, there you go. Serves you right for being in my area, tree. Okay, I got a lot of trees to cut down here, if you haven't noticed. Some of them will immediately mulch, like this one. Others will just, they'll disappear. Let me see if I can get one to disappear. Yep, just like that. Now, this big one. It would kind of be nice if this one wouldn't never mind, disappeared too. I do have a sawmill over, not super close, but it's relatively close that I'm trying to get some wood to as well. So if trees like that kind of stick around, we're going to go ahead and drag them over to our sawmill as well. But plans. See that road right there? Runs all the way back. That is kind of the field border that we're planning for here. All I got to do is get rid of this section right here, and then we are going to take a plow. We're going to go all the way over from that red building in the distance, all the way around, down that way towards the end of the world, and then we're going to bend it all the way back around over here. Make a nice big field. It's going to be absolutely awesome. All I got to do is get rid of these trees right here. It's so funny when the trees stay standing after you chop them down. It's a little confusing sometimes because you're not sure what is what's like attached to the ground, what's not. You gonna stand up? Yep, you're gonna stay standing. Okay, that's perfectly fine. The only way to really tell is to look at the leaves. If they've got no leaves, they're chopped down. If they do have leaves, they're not. And sometimes they kind of leave these like annoying little piles of things over here. Do you have it? Let me see. Can I knock you over? Oh no, not on my tractor. Whoops. That is not optimal. Can I get it here? You just gonna ride around with me now? I may have a new friend. No? Okay. Oh boy. It looks like we're gonna have quite a few trees that we're gonna have to bring over. That's gonna be quite a trip. This is our first little stretch here too, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 that I need to carry over, and I can only do 4 per trip. And the sawmill is way over past that hill over there, right behind the tree that we're cutting down right now. Look at how tiny our forwarder looks over there. That's a big machine, but for some reason it just looks like it's been miniaturized or something. Very weird. Weird. I can't seem to mulch this tree. Maybe I gotta go from the other side. For some reason I can't make contact from that side. Is there a low branch or something? I don't see anything. Let's try from over here. This is a big tree too. It's probably going to disappear once I do make contact. Yep, there we go. Okay. Is this a Downy service? Hang on. What is this? I don't feel like it... Is it a Downy? It is a Downy service berry. You're tricking me with your weird leaf colors there. I guess because it's fall. Whoa. Business end of things right here. You don't want to get too close to that. This forest here seems to have shifted. We had a lot of deciduous trees over there that just kind of fell over. But now we have tons and tons of conifers. Although we do seem to be coming up to a nice little patch of deciduous trees over here. So maybe I'm wrong, but you could see this whole big area over here. This was mostly conifers, and then we had one deciduous tree. I wish there were lodge poles, because then I'd bring every tree over to my sawmill. Instead, we got these tiny little trees that have like 400 liters of wood in them. And those are the ones that, of course, take the longest to mulch down, too. I'm definitely going to have to go over this again with the mulch, because look right there. I don't think that's a stump over there with that deciduous tree. That's like right in the middle of the screen. That's like a piece of wood. So when I get rid of that thing, when I move it out, that's still going to be there. I'm going to have to go through this whole area and probably do some painting over it, get a smooth texture in the area that I want the field to be, and then use that as like a template for me to plow over. Because otherwise, there's going to be lots and lots of stuff, lots of like little chunks and maybe even a stump or two just hanging around waiting for me to get stuck on. Oh, we have trees on that side too? Oh man, I didn't see those. Okay. Well, they're tiny. They should go away pretty quick. Let's just go ahead and take care of these real quick. This one over here is my main offender. You must go. We're getting pretty close, though. I think, you know what? Where exactly is the end of the world? Maybe I should start from there and work my way back. Since I've already pretty much got most of that cleared out. Yeah, you know what? That seems like my best move. If I could just get this tree right here. There we go. Okay, let's take a little gander at the map. Let's see how things are looking over here. That is us currently. We are on this land, so we need to follow this line right here. We cannot go south of that. And that is not... Oh, you know what? If we kind of go with the road right here, that doesn't actually seem like the best metric for me to follow. Hang on, because the road goes that way, and that way goes off my property, right? Yeah, it does. How in the world should I do this? You know, here's what we'll do. I'm just going to keep going forward until I actually hit the edge here, and then I'll turn exactly left and head towards that road. Yeah, that'll work. All right, we're there. We're there right now. So we got to make a beeline directly to the road right over there. This will be our demarcation line where we know. Oh, and I'm at the end of the world. Okay, well, that makes it even easier. So now I really know.
Okay.
We are getting close, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, down to the last couple trees here. Yes, we are getting super close. I see 1, 2, 3 big deciduous trees, maybe 1 or 2 more conifers, and that's it. Here we go, last tree. Wait, second to last tree. There's a tiny one right next to it. Just hiding with the bushes. There you go. All right, that's it, I think. There's maybe some small ones hanging around here somewhere, but we got a plan to take care of those in a couple minutes. For now, let me turn off the old mulcher. See this one right here? Wait, no, that's a bush. Never mind. Looked like a tree for a second. We have to go ahead and get in our forwarder, and we got to start dragging some trees. This is more than I would like to have, but I mean, it is what it is. Like this guy right here. I don't want to drag this over. This is taking up a valuable, you know what? We're going to mulch this guy right here. This is going to take up a valuable spot that I could have a deciduous tree take and have way more wood in that than this. This is going to, look, how much wood is in you? A pitiful amount. 745 liters. That's nothing. That is absolutely nothing. We're totally mulching this. Is that it? That's it. All right, it's gone. Beautiful. So how many do we have officially? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It looks like 14. I can carry 4 per trip. So that's at least 4 trips. That's not terrible. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, let's just bust this out. Let me turn this off. Let's swap over to the forwarder. Let's get some work done. I'm going to dig my heels in on this. And pardon me, let's just go and do you real quick. Okay, now let's get to work. I feel like maybe... Oh, there's a tree hiding over there. What the heck, man? How did I miss that one last time? Okay, that shouldn't actually affect our trip count. Look at this right here. Whole bunch of wood everywhere. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone for now. I'm gonna drive myself crazy if I stop for every single piece of wood. That's like a whole stump too. Look at this. Yeah, that's a whole giant stump. All right, we'll take care of that later. I do have a plan for that sort of thing, but let's focus on one thing at a time. It's forwarder time. Look at our grapple here. I forgot the name of it last time. I called it a claw. This is definitely a grapple. Start getting on these trees here. Gonna knock this one down like so. This will be our first victim if I can untangle from it. Oh, come on. Okay. I hope this isn't a sign of like how the day's gonna go. There we go. Finally got free. Let's go ahead and hook up to this bad boy. Open up the grapple. We need that bad boy open. And I also need it all the way up, which it already is. Perfect. All right, give me the winch. And on we go. Beautiful. Tree number 1 secure. We got 3 more we got to grab, and then we can start our trip over to the sawmill. Okay, got those 2 kind of close. I don't know if these are going to mesh and play nice. Oh, you know what? Looks like it might actually. Hang on. Right there and right there. Perfect. Let's go hunt for 1 more tree. Need something good. I see it right there. That's going to be our last tree for this trip. Oh, and there's a baby one right next to it. Can't worry about that. let's hook up to these. Oh, if I can. It's going to be difficult, ain't it? Yep, sure is. So we'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way. I don't like being in this bush. I got to readjust this. I don't like that bush being right there. Kind of really like messes up my view of things. Look at our claw. What's going on there? All right, release the hounds. You guys chill over there. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's go grab our winch. I'm hoping I can sneak this one in right next to these and just attach all four, but that's gonna be a little bit rough now that I'm looking at things. Let's see. Drag her in. Come on, man. Get me in a good spot here. Oh, that's... Oh. Hang on. Hang on. This could be it. If I could just get it this one. Can I, please? No, don't go that way. Okay. Let's try this again. I think if I get this one first, I should be able to hook up to everything. Except that one. That one's... Nope, never mind. I was able to get them all. Beautiful. Okay, first load secure. Let's drive forward a little bit. And we'll tighten our winch up, and we'll start driving over. That looks good right there. Let's go ahead, start pulling them in. Beautiful. I don't think I'm grabbing these with the grapple, unfortunately. You know what? That's a little too in. There we go. All right, let's head on over to the sawmill. Load number one here, and thank God these lodge poles have not grown. That would have made this so much more difficult. I definitely did not leave enough space there. Let's get these dragged in and see what our total is for this bunch. What do we got in there? 17,811 liters right now. And now we're up to 34 with those trees. Beautiful. How much room do we have in this thing? Where is right over here? Let's see. How much room? 140,000 liters. So I could see us getting up to maybe 70, 80,000 liters with the trips we're making right now. And then that's pretty much it. We're just going to have to wait for some of these trees to grow if we want to add more wood. I've got a couple more trips to go, though. I think 3 more trips, and then we should be ready to start putting some blades in the ground, making some fields here. Very exciting.
One eternity later.
All right, last load coming in hot here. Actually took about 4 trips. Exactly. So I was right on the money there. Let's get this in. And what are we left with? 61,628 liters of wood in there. I will take it. I think, you know what? I'm going to shut this guy down. We're going to leave this truck over here. We don't need the forwarder where we're going back to. We have another vehicle over there to work with. This guy right here. Now, this is going to be a little bit challenging, this part of things here. I know that there's stumps and all sorts of little things that I got to get rid of in here. So to do that, I need to do a little bit of painting. But to do this, I really need to be careful. If we take a look at the map here, we just kind of got to get a general sense of our boundaries. So right here with this interesting shape, we need to try and get as much of this as we possibly can. And we go all the way up to this road, all the way here, all the way down, and then we pretty much are going to stay right within the bounds of this road down here. If I go like outside too far, it's literally the end of the world, and it's going to make work in the field really difficult, which I don't want to do. But up here is kind of where I'm a little bit more worried about, is just getting around this this water hazard right here and making sure that I have the field kind of okay there. So I think here's what I'm going to do. Let me drive to the tip, right where the border kind of ends. This is like the scariest part for me right over here. And I see we have a tree. Let's get rid of this real quick. All right, perfect. So right about here, let's see, where are we there in relation? Okay. Back it up, buddy. Back it up nice and slow. Okay, right there. So if we sit right there, we are at the border. How can I do this? What is the best way for me to do this without completely messing things up? You know what? I'm just gonna start painting. That's the best way for me to do this, maybe. Oh boy. Okay. Up here, over yonder, all the way down, and we stay within basically this bounds right here. Okay. I hope I do this right. I mean, I really wish there was some way for me to see if I own the land. Yikes. So the problem is, I have a mod on right now that, let's just size this up. It'll let me paint literally anywhere. That's an issue right now. I think I need to turn that mod off. I had it on because previously I messed up a road and I wanted to be able to fix it. So that was why I turned, yeah, you know what? We're going to turn this on just so I don't have any unfortunate accidents, or turn it off, I should say. Yep, there it is. You, off. Okay, let's go, man. Okay, we should be good to go now. I just reloaded Sans mod. So let's see, we can actually test this out. If I go here and I try and go off my yes, land is not owned by you. Over here, oh, beautiful. Land is not owned by me. Okay, this makes things tremendously easier. Now, what texture do I want to use to indicate where I need to plow? I think maybe we'll go with gravel dirt. Get it nice and big. That's what she said. No, no, no. No time for that right now.
No time, but she did. No time!
Okay, I think we are ready. I'm going to start over here. Wow, look at that. Look how close we can go. Tremendous. I'm just going to start painting. See, it stops me right as we get towards the line. All right, so far, so good. I'm liking it. Now, obviously, what I'm doing right now is just going to be like a little guide. It's not going to be the exact field because I still have to go through and plow everything and, you know, do all that stuff. But this will give me like a general sense of where I should be driving at any given moment. All right, there's our whole outline right there. Now, all I got to do is shade this in. And this is crazy because I'm using the biggest, the biggest paint possible. And it's not even like, it's so small. It's way smaller than I need. That's how big this field is. It's absolutely incredible. Am I done? Oh, man. Woo, boy, look at that. That's crazy right there. What's going on with this area right here? Quite the little bowl that goes downwards. Oh boy. Okay, let's look here. Oh no, wait, hang on. I missed a spot. Right here. How did you get by? You, go away. All right, now let me look. Oh boy. Okay, at least now I can see all of the tiny little trees and whatnot that I need to go around and get rid of now. And there's actually, how are we looking? I'm not seeing too much. So this shouldn't be too bad of a job here. It's mainly just these tiny pieces of wood and a couple stumps that I know are like hanging around. So, all right, let's chop all. Whoa! Did I miss that one? Did I miss you? Hold please. And there we go. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're gonna be able to put some blades in the ground pretty soon here, though. I'm getting excited. I'm looking over this too. This is gonna take me a while. This is a big field, man. I have a feeling I'm still going to miss some stumps because it's like this field is so big that it's outside of my render distance for a lot of it. And the stumps don't even pop in until you get within a certain distance of them. So there's a really big possibility here that I'm going to miss quite a few stumps. Hopefully not. I'm going to try my best. Go through, drive over every inch of this land and make sure I get everything. Okay, I feel with a pretty high degree of confidence that that's all the stumps. Do I sound confident? Oh boy. Okay, turn this off. We're gonna go... Do I leave my mulcher here? I might leave my mulcher here, just in case. Just in case, we'll drop you right here, and I'll leave the weight right next to it as well. That way I got both, but I need to go ahead and get a little bit of gas for this tractor. And then I also got to go and pick up my plow. Those are two things that I need right now. I don't even know where my plow is. I know it's so big that it's not going to be in a building. It might be outside somewhere. Look at this guy stopping for people. Silly you. You know, you just run people over this game. Okay, plow. Where could there be a plow here? It's got to be in here somewhere. Maybe in here, or actually there's one other place I could think of. Are you in? Oh, there it is. Okay. I found it. Now to get to it. It's kind of tucked in next to a harvester. Can I sneak in here if I just kind of back in there? Hold on. Oh. Maybe. Do I got it? No, really? Okay, hang on. I think I can maybe kind of Squeezing yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. And are we out? We're out. Let's go. Okay, we got our plow. Let's go pick up a smidge of gas here. Let's just refill all the way up. I know I could have used my my refill truck, but you know what? We're here. May as well just do it the old-fashioned way. All right, we're fully topped up. Let's go back to our field. Okay, here we are. We're back. Now, I can't make really any mistakes here. If I plow off my land, it's going to be a giant mess. So I need to try my best not to make any mistakes. And if you guys have been watching me for any length of time, you know that's my forte, not making mistakes, right?
You serious?
So we should be good to go. All right, let's give me some menu here. Let's turn field creation on. Check. Let's turn that off now. Let me get ye oldie controller out. It's gonna make everything easier here. And away we go. Okay. This is gonna be a while. Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. We're making a field. We're really doing it.
City life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, and you can keep your 9 to 5, cause I'm happy with the simple life. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
Oh my God, we are done. What a magnificent field. Hold on. Look at that. This thing is massive. Wow, I can't believe I just did that. That was insane. Let me tell you this, I way underestimated the amount of time it was going to take me to do this. It took way longer than I thought. Oh, that is absolutely insane. We got to get a bird's eye view of this. Hold on. Let me park my tractor right about here. Okay. Here we go, man. There's our tractor right there. Oh boy. This is like the size of the city, basically. That is insane. Look at this thing. Look, here's the other field that we made that was big already. Wow, lots of hail damage on that. And I'd say this one is bigger. Our new field is definitely bigger. Look at this thing. How incredible is that? I just got to take a second and just take it all in. Wow. Oh yeah, look at it from here. It dwarfs that field over there. It's so much bigger. It really is. Oh wow. Okay, that's amazing. Oh man, what a lot of work. But there is one more thing we got to do before we can actually consider this field ready, fit for duty. We got to go in here. Oh, look at that. Look at this thing. Look at it. It's huge. Okay, let's go here. We need, oh, you know what? Hang on, hold the phone. Here we go. Purchase soil information. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, hang on. I get that one too. Okay, so what do we got here? We got sandy loam going over here. We got a patch on this side over here, and the rest is just loam. Cool. Okay. Man, I really wish this water hazard wasn't here, because we could have made this even bigger if we could have gone around this way. How sick would that have been? Unfortunately, it's not part of the property. It doesn't come with the title. Well, you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. We got a lot of work to do on this field, though. If we're going to really plant something on it, we got to lime it. We have to probably go in there, get some stones out and whatnot. But I will say, I'm very, very happy with our progress. I think this turned out absolutely great. Everyone knows there's something special about doing massive harvests in Farming Simulator, and I'm no stranger to that myself. In the past, I've done several gigantic harvests, but today I want to kick it up to the next level. I'm Hugz, and welcome to the Mega Farm. Oh boy, it's harvest day. Yes, it is. I'm so excited. We've done harvests in the past for soybeans, but I don't know. I always felt like we were kind of missing something. And today we're going to address that. I need to buy new headers too. I only have one header that's capable of doing soybeans. But the nice thing is we do have 1, 2, 3, count them, 3 harvesters. Absolutely amazing. So we got to pick up 2 headers. I also do plan on picking up the absolute most massive auger wagon in the game. And we're going to get 3 of them. Oh, it's going to be absolutely glorious. Let's head over to the shop. What should I take? I guess we'll take the Fent. Already over here. Now, normally I would just kind of do these harvests with what I got. But as you can see, we are pretty flush right now. We're sitting at 1.9 million, almost $2 million in the bank, which is, that's absolutely amazing. I don't ever remember just having that much walking around money. Ever. So it's good times on the Mega Farm. What can I say? We're probably gonna have to start expanding even more, buying more fields. But let's go in here. Let's see. So first off, I think what we're gonna want to get is gonna be some new headers. And potentially, if there's headers that have wheels, so I don't have to buy wheels, that's kind of what I want. Ooh, boy. Look at this right here. I think those may be wheels that I can use as a trailer and not have to buy a trailer. There we go. Transport wheels. That's what I'm looking for right there. Okay, which is the one I have right now? This one right here. I've got 2 of these. These have no options for transport wheels. That is not as good. There's also these McDons right here. Can these do transport wheels? Oh, heck yeah, they can. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Man, I really do wish this HD50F had transport wheels on it, though. That would make my decision so much easier. I would love to stick with the John Deere stuff, but I also hate having header trailers, so we're going to go with the New Holland right here. We have a New Holland tractor, so why not? Transport wheels, $147,500 bucks. Ain't a thing. Let's get 2 of them. 1 and number 2. Let's go, baby. Okay, so that'll be our headers for our harvesters. Next up, we need some other very, very big things, which I'm actually a little bit nervous about. I've never used an auger wagon this big, and I don't know how hard it's going to be to, where is it? There it is right there. I don't know how hard it's going to be to pull, and it says right here, 300 horsepower. That's I don't know, 300 horsepower doesn't seem like enough to carry this thing right here when it's fully loaded. 141,000 meters cubed. That is actually massive. I don't even know what to think, but we're gonna try it. We're going to try it. I got lots of powerful tractors. So wait, what? Oh, delivery space blocked. Okay, we got to clear out this area real quick. Oh yeah, of course we do. Look at this. You know what? Can I even hook the Fent up to these, or do I have to bring a harvester over? Let's find out. It's crazy that just these two headers take up all this room in here. Leaves like no room for anything else. Incredible. Now, if I back up over here, let's see, can I? Oh yeah, we can. Let's go, baby. All right, I'm gonna just drag this one over to the furthest field. That'll make it a little bit easier when I have to go bring the harvester over there. I could never imagine actually driving this through the streets. This is so big.
That's what she said.
This looks like a good spot over here. Let me just try and sneak this in. I think that'll be enough room for the harvester to grab it right there. So we'll set this one down. Let me go grab the next one. All right, who does number 2 work for? Let's put this one right here. Oh man, Austin Powers reference. Check. So silly. All right, so that's all our headers. You may be wondering, why didn't I buy a third one? Because I already have the one over there, which cost me a lot of money, and I don't just want to like get rid of it. Maybe in, like down the future. But for now, that one will work, and we'll use it on the closest field to our custom yard, which is right here. Now, on to the next thing. Let's go buy some auger wagons. This is the exciting part for me. Any customizations I can do on this thing? No, not even the wheels. Wow, okay. Well, the Walkabout Mother Bin. That's so funny. What a funny name. Walkabout Mother Bins. Okay, let's buy it. Here's one. And let's go for one more. Can I fit 3 in this parking lot? Yeah, wow, I absolutely can. Okay, that brings us down to $1.1 million. That's incredible. Whoa. Did I back my? No, okay, I got a little bit of room over here. Woo, boy, those things are big. Holy cow. I don't know, that just seems like so much like grain of any sort to be stuffing in there. That looks comparable to the semi-transport that I have. And this holds way more than that one. It's craziness. Absolute craziness. But let's go ahead and let's assemble the troops. Let's start dragging these guys over, getting them sorted out in their respective fields. And, oh, wow. Wait, am I just stuck? Oh, hang on. I didn't realize I was hitting that other one. My apologies. How about now? Yep, there we go. Oh, whoa, that's so cool. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that. Hang on. Let me try and get this going again. Okay. Look at the wheels in the back. They spin. Dude, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Maybe that's why it's so easy to control. What about the front wheels? No, they don't spin. Wow, but that's so unique. I don't think I've ever seen that in this game before. Wheels that actually turn in the back. That is amazing. I mean, I've seen it on like the JCB tractors, but never a trailer like this. Super cool. Okay. Wow, it makes cornering so easy too, because the trailer, the back of the trailer like scoots over instead of turning. I don't know how to describe it, but it's way easier. Can I get you through here? This may be a bad idea, but we're gonna try it anyway because I'm crazy. Yeah, bad idea. Let me find another route. You know what? No other route necessary. Just had to sneak it around a different way. All right, let me park the Fent over here and hop in our next tractor. All right, little New Holland action going on here. Let's take Big Blue over and go pick up another auger wagon. You know what? I'm gonna grab this far one right here. I feel like this will be the easier of the two to grab. Just now that I know the whole like mechanics of this thing. And whoa, I don't want to drive on it, but now that I know that the back will turn like independently, and you can kind of just, yeah, see that? Oh, that's cool, but also a little dangerous. All right, let's get this over to its respective field. Okay, let's just park this guy right here, and let's get our final tractor, the Case IH Magnum 400 Power Drive. Let's go pick up another auger wagon. Now, this is all fun and games right now. I'm just like pulling these things around, you know, but when they're fully loaded, what's that gonna look like? I'm not 100% sure. A little nervous to find out. You know what? This final one, I am just going to leave right here. We're going to hook this guy up, leave it right in this parking lot, because it's going to service this giant field over here. I did it again. I drove on it. It's going to service this giant field over here. So we'll leave you right there. I guess this now means that we can go ahead and get ourselves some harvesters. Let's start getting some harvesters on the field next. All right, number one here. Oh, it's going to be such a pain in the butt now that I think about this. I gotta go pick up a header, and it's all the way back in like Header Alley over here. Okay, let's see how this goes. Man, these harvesters are loud. For some reason, I don't remember it being this loud. Okay, let's see if I sneak it around this way. Just back it in, nice and gentle like. All right, we're hooked up, and there we go. Okay, that actually was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Getting out, though, this is a whole nother thing. Yeah, we definitely got to go out this way. Man, maybe I should make another... Oh, there's not even another place to make an exit from this whole facility here. This is just going to have to be how we do things. Oh, and... Okay, pay no mind to that. Oh, there's a friggin' dump truck coming through right now? Come on, man. Okay, we made it. Luckily, the other two harvesters will be much, much easier since we've already got them like kind of pre-staged with their headers. So let's detach you. Let's swing this guy around. Quite the turn radius on this thing, don't you think? Pretty good, right? All right, in you go. Just like so. And let's back it out to the field. Let's start this process. All right, let's hire our little worker here. There we go. Who is it? Let me see. I need to take a look. Can I really not get closer? Okay, there we go. We'll call you Brandon. Brandon's gonna be doing this field for us. Get to work, Brandon. What am I paying you for? Well, Brandon's doing his thing. Let's go get our next harvester set up. Ooh, tight squeeze over here. I definitely didn't leave myself much room between the edge of the field and that fence right there. Okay, now let's attach up to this header. And, oh, I'm on the wrong side. I gotta swing it around. All right, there we go. Let's do a quick little connection. Am I lined up at all? No, 100% not lined up. Let's try that one more time. And on we go. Okay. So I should just be able to do a little bit of that. Yep, there we go. Okay. And we're ready to go. That was super easy. All right, we got one more character in here. Let's see. It's Brenda. We're going to go with Brenda. Brandon and Brenda. Go ahead, Brenda. Pull yourself out. Get to work. All right, one more harvester to go, and we will be fully operational. We'll have every field being harvested, all our soybeans coming out of the ground. Very, very exciting. Unfortunately, this one is the farthest trip, so it's gonna take me a little while to get over there. Okay, I need to find a place to sneak this thing in over here now. I think maybe this area through the Remiza Strezaka. I'm assuming that's gotta be a fire station or something. Kind of looks like that with the red doors, right? Is there a fire engine in there? Hang on, hold on. I can't tell. It just looks like a very, very flat warehouse of some sort. All right, Hugz, don't get distracted. Back in our harvester. Let's hook up here. Let's get this started. Got a big harvest ahead of us. All right, nice little connection. Easy peasy. Beautiful. And let's hire one more person. Who's this? Let's take a look here. Brenda number 2. 2 Brendas and a Brandon. All right, so we're all set up there. Our harvesting has officially commenced. Let's go check on the first one we set up, see if he's made any headway. Yes, he absolutely has. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Oh, and I just realized something. Did I leave on straw harvest? Oh, boy. I am not sure. I'm scared. Hang on. Okay, this one is on mulching, and this one is on straw. Hold, please. Hold. Hold, I said. We need to get that off. I do not want straw here. Disable Schwab. I want this to be mulching. Beautiful. All right, there you go, buddy. Back to work you go. Ah, there we go. Nice little mulch path there. Okay, all is now right with the world, so we can just basically relax for a little bit till it's time to make our first pickup.
A few inches later.
Well, well, well. Looks like we've got our first full harvester. Let's go ahead and pull this off so we could actually make a pickup here. Is that going to be enough room right there? Yeah, I think that'll be plenty of room. All right, let's go do this, man. I'm excited to see how much we can actually fit inside, or not fit, but how it's going to feel driving it once we fit all these soybeans. This is going to be intense, man. This is 20,000 liters right here, so this is a big load. I have faith in the old Case IH, Case International Harvester. Let's go, baby. I do not have faith that I can pull out over here, though. That's a rough turn. Let's go this way, shall we? Oh, and I've got one more harvester with a nearly full tank. Beautiful. It's probably that one right there on that field. Let's get rid of our cover here. Oh, look at that. Glorious inside. Lots and lots of room in there. That's what I like to see. And swing it around. Very nice. And let's just slide it in for the old pickup here. There we go, man. So I'm loading in 20,000 liters right now. That should be 1/7 of our capacity. So that means we can pick up 7 loads from this guy before we have to dump at all. That, I mean, that's a lot. Like this whole field, how many loads would I have to pick up on this field? It's hard to tell, but I feel like we'll get done with a lot of this field before we have to drop anything off. And some of our other fields, like those other 2, I think we may not have to make a single drop off until the field is completely done. It's going to be absolutely revolutionary. Can't wait. That should be the end of it right there. Yep, let's go. How we feeling in reverse? You know what? Reverse feels fine. Okay, so far so good. No problems hauling around almost 20,000 liters. We'll see how it feels when it gets a little bit bigger, though. That's what she said. No, no, no.
You are going to learn to be more professional, Luke.
That's just wrong. that's out of line. All right, let's get back in here. Start harvesting again. Man, like immediately, we've got another one ready to go. Of course, pipe's on the wrong side. My workers love to do that to me, so let's go ahead and back this one out too. Make it a little bit easy for ourselves and make our next pickup here. Woo, and we already have another harvester nearly full as well. That one over there. Things are getting hot and heavy here. Starting to progress very, very rapidly. I like it. And look at how much, look, like this field, we're almost, we're at least 33% done. Oh yeah, we're not going to be near filling up this auger wagon by the time this field is done. Absolutely amazing. Really? You're not, you can't dump from there? That's incredible. Let me try and line this up a little bit better here. Maybe if I use the wheels again. Yep, there we go. Just had to use the old noggin. And just like that, pickup 2 is complete. But why am I? Oh, I was stuck against the header. Interesting. All right, Brenda, back to work. Many pickups later, and we're about to finish our first field over here. I'm trying to get to this guy before he actually finishes. So that way he just leaves his pipe out, but we're getting a little bit heavy here. New Holland's not doing super great with this auger wagon, and we're only 27% full. Oh man, can we really not get over to this guy? That's super annoying. All right, I'm just gonna have to do it manually. But the cool thing that I did realize with this whole setup, being that I can hold the entire field's harvest in this one auger wagon, I'm gonna know exactly how much every single field gave me. So let me do this offload real quick here, and then we'll be able to see exactly how much we got from this field. It probably does tell you in the stats, but I don't know. This just feels like better for me or whatever. And there's the last bit. And what do we got over there? 55,221 liters off this field right here. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. It's also nice that the harvester that's closest to our big fields is the one that finished first, because now I can just drag him right over there, get him started, and hopefully get him going on the first try. We'll see. Oh boy, you know what? That guy's finishing up right there. I think I'm gonna follow him for a second and just see which side he picks to go on. Because whatever say, like if he goes on the far side, I gotta go on the near side. If he goes on the near side, obviously I gotta go on the far side, opposite of him. So let's just kind of shadow this guy. Shadow Brandon. Whoa. We're about to have a head-on collision here, Brandon. What's going on? I'm not sure why he's backing up, but okay. You do your thing, buddy. I'll see you when you get there. Oh, and what the heck? We never finished the headlands on this field? What is going on over here? This is very odd. You know what? Let me see. Maybe I could squeak in there while he's like backing up. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Let me see. Do that and do one of these. And don't worry, Brandon. I got you covered, buddy. Oh, wait. Maybe he's trying to do that. Hold on. Let me turn that off. Let's go here. Let's just see what he does first. We'll base our move off where Brandon's going. Man, he's just going right. He's just going to completely ignore that as if the headlands is done. That is so weird. Either way, that's fine with me, though. We'll go ahead and take care of it real quick here. Oh, wow. Look at the grain going in this thing. That looks so weird, and it gets so loud when I get close here, but check that out. That's pretty cool. Nice. Who's got a full tank? Oh, that must be our far field. Okay, cool. Let's get this guy into position. We can go make another pickup. All right, I'm hoping if I line this up just right, we'll get this guy going down this row over here without too many issues. And I'll also go through and I'll set it to not do headlands as well. Right here, work headlands off, start up, down. Are we in the correct orientation? I believe we are. Let me just hit the button, see what he starts to do. You just maneuvering here a little bit? What's the game plan here? All right, he's going to start right there. That's perfect. Just completely ignore that first row. You know what? Whatever. That's like a tiny little piece of the pie right there. I'm not going to worry too much about it. We got another pickup to go make, though. All right, here's the full one. How are you doing? I think he's only got maybe another 2 passes, and then this field is done too. So we got 38,000 liters currently, plus another 20, which is going to be, what, almost 60,000 liters? Okay, very, very nice. Let me just get over this hill. It's becoming a little of a struggle to like move in an upward direction, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Slide it in. There we go. All right, this is going pretty good, man. I gotta say, these, like the big auger wagons, they are a tad bit to get going, but once I do get them going, I seem to be fine. Although I still have not filled one up to like maximum capacity. So that should be interesting. I think we're going to do that over on the big field. But these two, it looks like we're getting like maybe close to halfway full. Yep, 41%. Okay, not bad. Let's leave this guy over here because I just got a notification that we're almost full somewhere else too. This guy right here. We're pretty much only going to have to hang out on this field from now on out. All right, just made another pickup, and we're at 77,000 liters of soybeans in this truck. It's getting a tad bit hard to like move this thing. It's incredible. We got so much going on here. I think it's time to bring out the big guns. Yeah, we got to go get the 9RX. All right, let me drop this right here, and we got to go swap out tractors real quick. Bring in the big guy. Where you at, buddy? Oh, there he is. Look at him. 11% damage. That shouldn't matter at all. A little bit low on gas. I think I may do a quick fill up real quick before we bring it out on the field. Just make sure we're in tip-top shape here. Never hurts to fill up the tank. Am I right? All right, let's do this. All right, gas break intermission complete. Let's go see if this is any easier to pull with our 9RX tractor here. I hope it is. It's going to be weird, too, driving with the 9RX, because we're going to be, like, moving around a lot. What I mean by that is we're going to have the back wheels turning over there. Our tractor's going to be turning over here. Oh, look at this. Okay, that's not good right there. Hang on. Let me readjust here. Oh, you can get yourself in a little bit of trouble here. But we do seem to be able to pull this thing, like, no problem. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, this is the power we need for this auger wagon, for sure. Let's try going uphill, too. Let me see how it works over here. Oh, man, we are flying up this hill. We're slowing down like 1 mile per hour, but that's way better than the case. Yeah, okay. Now I know. Gotta have a 9RX for this sort of heavy lifting here. I did get a notification that this one over here, yeah, this guy is finished, and oh boy, this is going to be a tough work for the Fent over here, but I'm going to have to make it work. We got to take this load, once we empty that harvester, all the way across the map to the the gray dry. You can just see it in the distance over there. It'll probably be fine once I get off the actual field. The field seems to be really slowing me down. Lots of ups and downs on this field here. Oh, we don't even have that much in here. Okay, that's not terrible. Let's do this offload real quick. So we got 7,000 in there. Okay, we'll be at like 60-something thousand, close to 70,000 on here. I think we should have no problem. And we do have actually have a silo right here that I don't think I've used in probably 10 or 15 years on the mega farm. This is insane. All right, let's see if we can get this thing going over here. There's a bit of a curb, so I got to be careful going over this thing. All right, can we do this? Oh, a bit of a curb. I mean, a lot of a curb. That's a big honking curb right there. Come on, baby. We could do this. Are we almost clear? Yeah, there we go. We're clear. Okay. I feel like I should be picking up a little. Yep, there we go. Picking up some speed. Perfect. All right, I just got to stick to the roads all the way over there, and we should be fine.
Meanwhile.
Oh, bit of an issue here. Oh, no. I don't even know what happened right there, but it was not good. I can tell you that much. I think I hit the curb again. Kind of threw me all out of whack. Come on, baby. Can we just clear this, please? Yes, okay. We have 2 nearly full tanks over on our big field, too. So I gotta try and speed this up if possible. Come on, man. All right, and there's a car. Of course there's a car. There's always a friggin' car. Oh, are we stuck? We may be stuck.
Come on, man.
This curb is killing me right now. Oh my, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right, I gotta back this up, try and find a new route. This giant auger wagon is not friendly for any sort of turning here. All right, let's see if I take it this way. A little bit off track, but I feel like that's gonna be, nope, okay. Guess we're taking it all the way around. I think I see a bit of an opening over here by whatever this shop is. Not that one, there's a bigger drive. Yeah, right there next to that billboard. I think that's gonna be the one we get through on. Oh, let's see. Can I swing it through right here? Come on. Yes, we did it. Okay. You know, at first I thought those wheels were cool. Now they're kind of a pain in the butt. Because everything you know about driving a truck just goes out the window with those things, man. It does not, like, perform anywhere near what you would expect. Oh, yeah, I keep slamming into everything with my back end. That's so annoying. Definitely not made for street driving. Maybe great for the field, not so much for the street. Okay, finally made it over here. I don't even have time to dump this right now. I gotta go do 2 pickups. Both my harvesters off in the distance are both ready to be unloaded. And I feel like even with the John Deere, we're still gonna be testing the limits here. We're about to put another 40,000 liters of grain in this thing. All right, pickup number 1. Let's use the wheels, swing it over. There we go. Kind of gonna be stuck there though. That's just gonna be how it is. Okay, we're loaded. Let's see here. How we doing? Okay. All right, it's actually not bad. That's okay, not bad at all. We're still moving. That's good. I didn't think we'd come to like a complete stop, but yeah, I thought we were gonna be a little bit slower than this. The 9RX is doing a great job. All right, our pickups are finally complete off our big field. So let's do our first offload here at the dryer. And let's start to like compile all of our soybeans in one spot here. Although I am definitely facing the wrong way. Gotta swing this around. Oh, hill there. That's not, nope. Oh. Can I salvage this if I back up, please? Please. Okay, we're kind of doing it. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Come on, baby, we got this. All we need is a little bit of grip. Yes, oh boy. That was almost stuck, like bad stuck. I gotta remember, we got this stupid hill right here. I should probably just fix that, shouldn't I? Okay, the like offload point is right here in the front. So I'm gonna see if I could just like creep this in right here. Oh, yes, okay. This is gonna be so much better when this is empty. All right, there's our first load in. Beautiful. Let me pop in here real quick. I want to turn soybeans. Are we off? Yeah, we're off. Or no, we are. Yeah, we are off. Okay, good. So we've got 181,000. Wait, that's corn. Where's soybeans? There it is. 65,209. We still have that much freaking corn that hasn't been processed. What happened? Did we run out of propane? We did run out of propane. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a propane run before the end here. Make sure everything's running. Let's get you all sorted. Let me pull this off. We got one more that we got to offload over there. Man, I was wondering why the corn was taking so long, and I just completely forgot to look at the propane. That's my bad. Okay, made it over. Much easier going that way. Coming in from the hilly direction than the opposite way. I'll tell you that much. While this guy is offloading here, I need to hop into this guy, my semi. We're going to make a quick trip, fill up with propane real fast. Let's hook up to the old black propane trailer right here, and let's go grab a load. So much quieter with our semi. I really like that. I like these electric engines now. All right, I am undoubtedly going to need a full load of propane here, maybe 2. I feel like I probably should just do like 2 full loads while I got the money, and just make sure we're not going to have any mishaps with this dryer. Although it feels so slow. I need this to go a little bit faster. Come on, game, let's go. Speed it up.
2,000 years later.
Holy cow, I've been sitting here for ages for this thing to fill up. You done? Finally. Okay. Let's go drop this propane off. Wait, whoa. Looks like we got an issue over there with our harvesters. Let's deal with that in a second. I gotta drop this off real quick. This is $57,000 worth of propane right here. Insane. All right, stop you there. And let's get to dumping. What's my issue over there? I can't even, oh, I see what's happening. This is what's going on. This is great. Okay, let me do that. Let's back it up. We'll let that harvester finish things up here. Let me get my pipe out. That's it, baby. Let's go. Whoa. Where are you going? No. Where are you going? Let me get out of this guy's way. I don't know what, like, there's no more stuff like soybeans on the field. Okay. That's super odd. It's trying to turn around still. Okay, you know what? Let me just pipe out here. Let me go grab this guy before he, I don't know, goes on a rampage in town or something. He's trying to follow me again. Maybe he thinks that there's still soybeans there. It's got to be it, right? All right, turn you off. There we go. And let's open this pipe up. I'm going to line them up so, you know what? Maybe I can get both of these in like one truckload. That would be pretty cool, huh? Let's see if I can line it up so I can. I feel like if I go right there, I might be able to fit my truck under both of these. Let's see. All right, I'm going to have to pull in here very strategically if I'm going to want this to work. And I really do. Okay, like so. We got one filling and two. Oh, baby, look at that. 2 pipes on one auger wagon. Amazing. You know what? Let me get my pipe out too. Okay, that sounds so bad. You know what? Let me put my pipe away. Never mind. We're going to fill this thing up. I'm losing it, guys. I'm absolutely losing it. All right, we are completely full. Oh boy. All right, we're able to back up with the 9RX, which is good. Let's see if we can make it all the way over there. There's still stuff in there too, so I'm gonna have to come back up for a second trip here. Oh, we're struggling a little bit, but actually it's not too bad. Yeah, that's better than I thought it would be. Let's get over there. Okay, it does appear we have someone in the way. So I'm gonna try some silly, like just absolutely silly here. And we're going to unload into this auger wagon, which should then unload into the dump soon. I'm really losing it. Yep, there we go. Okay, beautiful. We'll just hang out here and do this for a minute. Then we'll go make our second trip. Actually, I'll go grab the Fent over there, and we'll pick up with the Fent. And you know what happens when we get back with the Fent? Yeah, we're going to go triple auger wagon. I don't even know that's going to be done by the time I get back. That's so much soybean in the back of one vehicle. It's insane. And we're back with our final load here. Just a small one. 9,787 liters. Let's get the old pipe out here and let's get ourselves into position for this. This is just ridiculous. And there goes one, and there we go. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. All right. There we go. That's all of it, man. Let me hop out of here. Let's take a look, see what our final tally is. Wait, whoa. Did I see... What? Dude, when did that get there? How did I... Okay. I'm still discovering new things about these. Wow, that's so cool. Okay. You know what? I also like that there's windows on these. So you could... I should have probably looked in the windows much earlier to see what was going on there. But let's see. What do we got here? 200,000... 271,299 liters of soybeans. That's a big load of soybeans right there. And our corn, yes, our corn is pumping out. Beautiful. Let me go in here. Let's get our soybeans sorted as well. We need this started. Activate you. Oh, baby, that's going to be... We're going to have dried corn to sell. We're going to have dried soybeans to sell. That's going to be so much. I should probably do a little bit of math here real quick and just get like a dollar amount.
12 seconds later.
All right, we did a little bit of math here. So, according to my back of the napkin math here, we have like 271,000 liters. We're going to downstep that into about 244,000 liters of dried soybeans, which will be worth around $1,014,000 bucks when all is said and done. Roundabouts, just like estimated here. Obviously, when we get to June, when we could actually sell, the price may be different. Who knows? But we made over $1 million with this harvest once it's turned into dried soybeans. That is absolutely insane. Plus, we got to do some crazy stuff with these things. Got to learn a lot, and also got to do this, whatever we're calling this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, you got to smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. turn notifications on. It absolutely helps, and it's free, so why not? But I will see you guys on the next one.